So if you could first describe his village, Kompo Dongna, in Lobsang, if you could describe his village and his family life growing up.
제가 바로 당고디 결혼기 능미다 아니빠기 결혼기 다제 중요시가 봐. 디고라 주시 제시권이나스.
맞소. 먼저 별한길 봐. 먼저 나 토마티세데 공부. 숨라는 공부.
I was born in Congo.
땅 먼저 파마 나 미게 춘주거디상 파마니일 파마니체 아바체 아마체 다트니 로 도뒤야 안는 파메야 간데 태상원들라 간델 타바쮸 파메 대 타바쮸네 되니 태원은 주시 제일 간데 공부나 공부 타바쮸 다트니 태원은 되는 딱 로춘주든 아니 기긴 냠 기긴 달테니 기긴 빼잘라야 다온 텐데 기긴 그린 좀 나서 that
At the age of 5 or 6, I was sent to Ganden to join the monks there. And there I met a very good teacher, and he taught me the religious texts.
Why was he sent to become a monk at such a young age?
제가 로충주 덴델리아 아니 타월 땅고 김제 칼레스.
라
로충주 덴델리아 타월 땅고 김제 칼레스.
당먼저 춘주거도 담 담에 온 두세 텐데 제베 다별 텐데 춘주거도네야 타와제벨로 쓰지요래 춘주거든.
It was a normal practice in Tibet that children were sent to monasteries.
Well, how many brothers and sisters does he have?
Palalia Pinja Kazuyus.
다 빈자 공부를 하네 빈다 다 숨쉬는 일 숨쉬는 도 부모 배야 부모 빈자 부모님 제 부직제 되는지 빈자
스스로 빈자래.
나
하마치 빈자래.
부모직이 빈자 다 부모직아 대신에
부모직이랑 지마 시험하네.
나
하마치 빈자 부모직이랑 지마 시험하네.
지금 좀 해. 다 지금만 다 뭔가 주던 녀만녀만에 통사를 잡았지. 그 통사 지금 부지야. 뒤녀만 그런 좀 이게 왜 공부하지 알아. 뒤 잡아라. 뒤 뭔가는 통사.
I have one sister and one brother. He was also a monk in the monastery in the village, and he died long before.
So, how long of a journey was it from his village in Kongo to Gaden in Lhasa?
공부 공부네 따발아야 간덴 페브라.
나
공부네야 간덴 페브라. 발아야 저거지서 간덴.
판에야
간덴 페브라.
세살이야 맨놈 참만 당 먼저 변해 맨놈 참만 이제를 단 듣는 거 루스여러 봐 뒤에 판에야 안에 세살이야 맨놈 단 선대 숨 맨놈 초여러 봐 근데서 간에야 맨놈 치 아니 마 맨놈 치네 아니 마 공부를 못해 정원드네 세살 제전에 간대를 잡았죠
그래서 그 간덴에 공부네 간덴 받아야 지게 니샤 가지고데 필름 차고
공부를 먼저는 못하니 야다 야다 텐데 텐데 니마 제고 되는 거 강과 중요하로 말 야님
강과 중요나
라오는 먼저 니마 제고 니마 제고 온 텐데 주 되는 거
It takes around 8 to 9 days by foot.
Okay. And how often did he see his parents after that?
다 디네 간덴이야 Pala travel chukche any Pama Jay Koga conditions.
Tatani Kanditan Lo doing Chetana anima Komolima Pamato and Rajas.
Tarava.
La Antai.
Tarava Yamava. Sarchiva.
No.
After joining Ganden, after 7 or 8 years, he got a chance to see his parents in Ganden.
After 7 or 8 years after he joined? So from the age of 5 until like 12 or 13, he didn't see his parents. Was it difficult for him? Did he miss his parents and his family?
So that the Ganden page that was doing game ship Paramana J or
Did you measure 10 Pamatu Yomar? Tenia ya Komachardiani, Million Dawan, some sheet. Mundulumbat and the Combol, Yamasum, Manas Desati, Sajatani ya, Ania, Komachardia, Lord.
That to do the Suzu Sembena Pama, Lord doing game out and the Sembena Kanget or Choswes.
The Kanget Kaitamason. That Suzu Pama took the Anakabo, Suzu Pama, to the Pama Ninja Terra, any G. Gabor showed Suzu Katoya Chomsky.
Something else to say?
Soon.
La
Soon, Tarava.
that Tani Pama two teaching and Tandawa near some ten and yam Candil Kanda Yakumal.
Nimanism then.
Dawa near some Rumbal pet and yam Kumala Lord. And then Taganang Chinchin and Yan. Then the Yakwanam do Yat and the Pulata to do Modayoma Kakayoma Roll Yata one tende Yamdoliata and Kumali.
After 7 or 8 years, I went to meet my parents. At that time, both the parents were there, so I was very glad to see them again. And I spent around 3 to 4 months there, and then again I went to Ganden with few yards.
So he didn't really say whether.
Is that all he said? He didn't say whether it was difficult being without them?
No.
Do you want to ask if when he went, maybe when he was a little boy, was he frightened to go to Ganden or was he excited? Or
Yeah, how did he feel
one?
in the beginning to go to Ganden? If you didn't say, ask him, like, was he
frightened?
Was he afraid? Was he excited? You know?
Did he cry?
Ganden ya pair apala.
Real.
Ganden la pedu tamata tagi dindu kya sona dido. Ganden ya tabu leta jirwa.
Real.
Di kya sonche. Any Ganden ya judu kya ya mix resem ya shenang da de kanchi kama chongs rwa. Chikya so Pama shan dubi ya wada chikya ya saja sawa chini ledu tamba semi ya chonang do kandi chongswes.
That Tonan Tidi, that Shirashiraki, Lochinjiri Sudan, that the mark and Pamentan letter down law, that the Yaku Chutinel Chasari, Pamentan letter. Then that the name can't jig suit the Lochinjiri, the Shinatana and the Kaimachon. Then Yakadu to the Kandel letter on the end. Kumanate, kicking Chevy.
Tango Judu.
La
Tango Judu Tamba. And then ya Tango Judu Tamba, Susu Senda Natsona do controls.
that did it. That's Puchin, she like deal with Susu Tavenant to the Kazor, that Chonsel, Pameta, everyone, the cover chair, and Chonsel. Susu Samba, Jibur, you know.
Actually, it was not a problem for me to go to Ganden at that time. I was very young and I was really excited to join monk. Yeah. So it was more or less like a happy moment for me.
Mikjumare. Mikjumare.
Mikju Temas,
La
Mikju Temas.
Mijit that Thomason.
No. So can he describe a little bit about what life was like for him at Ganden? Can he describe like what his day was like?
그래서 그 간덴 넘버 2기 니면 니리 기지 제본 남숨 지어와 니고 큐스 송기 인데스
하더니 간델 된다 고멘했더니 아니 소소단 라다 드드단 타단자 감제체 라지체 드네 초여봐 별 근데 저기다 아니 쇼게 당부도 맞아 저랬더니 맞아 맞추네 아니 타단 저러저러야 다자스 지 자동화 다운 들려요 들려서 그냥 건다 마트네 군대 저러서냐 저러서 진짜 아니 건다 다장이 이게 딱 런데스 저래 이대장 런데도 그만 딱 말이셔라 런데 저 드라마 시주시는데 드라마 거제 차단도 디체 되는 저러잖아 딱 배자 땅에 친이 땅에 들어와 군도 대결 딱 배자 마땅한 좀막 저러서는 막 로죠 저라 잡아 친이 땅에 좀 군도 딱 지부 저도 도마께와 고부 동문 되는 저러서 주시 전에 다세단에 뭐 테니스 대결
So in Ganden, early in the morning we have to go for mangcha.
What's that?
They serve butter tea and bread. And after some time they have to go to the prayer halls to do some prayers. And in the evening again they have to gather in the prayer hall. And there we have to recite the Tara Devi's prayer, and after that, those who are interested in joining the
debate,
they can stay back, and those who were not interested, they can leave the prayer hall.
Did he do debate?
Pala the tsebadine chebe. Pala tsebad tsujule ya pebe.
나 주디장 다시 다야 다네 제면 단 가사요 배전다 양 모두 카드스 넌 카드 다지 타다나 넌 카드기 되는 좀 간델이야 동아 승적이 답으스네 아니 저도를 슈리아 아니 간소다 나 동당 대체를 수여라 나와니냐 가사 저도 저설 전적을 주고 때 님은이 온테네 간소요 온테네
그 간소래
나
간소 그들
간소 다 되는도 지제 상모 공부 남세
이 그들 간소 그들 당고 그랬어
디 저를 전적을 되도저러 되도도 다 저를 들라 지가 있는 지주 처모스 직소 야간에 야내 처모스 직소 공부에 있는 긴주 처모스 되도도래야 근데 저도 나와지다 답제스 저도 괜찮은 니마 니슈 돈주스 돈 근데 그걸 되도 가요 돈주스 돈 근데 저도 저도 저던데 남자 균유 거래는 돼요 말이야 되도 다 만져 줘야 돼딱 저거 딱 말이지 만져 줘야지 요래 간데 초진 딱지 간데이다 간데 창대 다 타산인자는 잡아 온티 초진은 초로 신 라
망자기니가
만자본데 다 만자서는 초진 줘야 타산인자님도 줘야 다 타자서는 타산 수수다 샤제는 샤제 강한 동물을 장대는 장대 강한 동물인데 수수 들어 감수수 공카리 나무디 타산 수수 나무한테 쳐로
망자 딱발 쓰고 그래
만자 준다 중랑게 딱발 러시고라 야래 저거 딱발이 좀 좋아요.
I never participated in debate, but after the prayers, during every season we have different puja for about 20 days or 30 days, and in that we have to make offerings for different god and goddesses, and I participated in that puja. And mangcha, it's, if I see directly translate in English, it's mass tea serving. And there, monks of both the monastery, Lhasa and Ganden, they have to come together for the prayer.
Was he serving tea?
That was every day.
Every day. Okay.
I just had an idea.
Yeah.
It might be nice to ask him, since he was a little boy.
Yeah.
Did he ever do anything naughty at the thing? Did he ever get in trouble?
Oh, okay, that is a good question. You want a piece of paper? You looking for paper? Oh, I don't know how this got wet.
So mangcha is actually both the monasteries come together to do puja.
It's like
and
tea offering.
The tea offerings, yeah, tea and bread, Tibetan bread.
Okay.
Dalai.
Dalai.
Mangcha. And taja.
Taja.
Taja means
individual
monastery will serve tea and pale.
Okay, was he saying that he was serving the tea, or he was just participating in the offering?
No, at that time everybody should go to the prayer hall.
But he wasn't serving the tea. Was he one of the monks who was serving the tea, or was he just participating?
He didn't say anything. But
Okay.
that comes turn by turn, I think.
Okay, just taking in turns. So, because you asked him the question Ronnie asked, did he ever get in trouble when he was
Say, because
young
sometimes
monk,
little boys are naughty.
Yeah, sometimes little boys are naughty. Did he ever do anything naughty? Did he ever have to be disciplined by the the gecko?
그래서 다 충주 급수만 저기게 부부 지게 추부다 근데 여자 캐나다야 근데 그냥 수수 춥제제 아니야 지 강에 채거든요 좋았어 그만이야.
그러면 다 강에 다 대에서 쭉 그러면 강 기계 올 때에는 대 강에 때 트위터 한 기계 삼도 지금은 돈 내다 당을 또다 온테네 개주 당을 때네 뭐 때내가 연구를.
Since I was under a teacher, so sometimes we had to, I was speaking by the teacher for some mistakes like that.
Can he describe the mistakes that he made?
So that the Nepal chike gigengi dongwegi nejugi nondru the sumewas.
다 수수 나 로치 단내야 로어들이야 매 코라 추부를 줘라. 초보요. 대세한지 먼저 보고 준비했는데 다한지 제제는 쇼 때도 온데 내 돈에 기ging 하고 언니라 당했네.
So when I was small, I was a bit naughty, and I used to engage in fight with my other monks, and then my teacher, when he heard about this, he used to beat me.
Oh, really? But did in general were his memories of Ganden does he have happy memories of Ganden?
But today she when I can Ganden should do some energy so ki ta chi ta ge shu ren ga ya so tenda na ya ki bu ji tor swes.
다 슈제 다 가서한테 타변한테 기부를 집 가서 동구 별이나 소지나 지 동구 다 소소를 가자나 손손로양 뒤주뒤주 감대나 온데는 좋아지네 정말 기부 용도.
In general, I was happy there because we have a lot of gatherings to go for prayers, and I really felt happy.
And if you could just the last question of this period, and I'm gonna ask him about when the Chinese arrived. But can he describe some of his? I know he might have already said because he's talked about the pujas, but some of his strongest memories of Gaden, like some of his. In English, the word is vivid, but like memories that are very strong. I'm not sure what the translation would be in Tibetan, but you know, like the really very clear in his mind of that time, like an events, things that happened, you know, something that happened to him. If you could just ask him and see.
다 티슈에 봐. 다 소소 간데는 슈에네 kapsu야. 아니 믹스카네야 차라라. 믹스에기 내주 센다나를 샤베 믹스에기 내주들이 숨에 유베스.
다 고면한 대지는 것다 역 로카제야라네 아니 문도 초진데 시수체 초진 시수주도 좀 가르치는 문도 간데라야 링거로 쏜다 따제다 따제다 드늘 또 어서요 말을
초진 가르치래
라 초진 시수체로
시수체에서
지금
깨깨
사바야만 님같이 사바야 잡아로 근데 저도 안 자산 초진 시수주도 자산인자가 잡아 아니 다마 라지는 간나네 아니 잡아를 더 된다지 구유스네 더봐 비바 공배 저로 봐 또 상에 다 드니어로 근데 또 수술 개발로 오네 근데 다양도 갈래는 뭐 잡다리 다들 초지 아버지들 다베 잡아간 거 샤즈 자산인장 타고 오고 모두 이제 모던로서요 말에 다리로서 랑가 말에 랑가 링골로 또 강가 다 소진 아버지도 자산 아버지도 있는데 자산 또 강가 수술 타락 개발 오고 또야 사와선도 완전 내려하고 당원들 사와선 주니어 말 고마타산 접도 사와생도 준 로사요 말와 더 잔양 뜨는 텐데스 아우제 다 소진 아우제 드네 디쇼리 타산 아우제 당나시.
So I had the experience of working in the reconstruction of the common prayer hall of both the monasteries, and during those times each monks were given certain number of stones to be collected from the hill where some people were breaking the rocks there, and we had to collect those stones according to the number that each were supposed to gather from the hill.
So when he said reconstruction of the prayer hall, this was something that it had just gotten old, you know, it just needed repair because of age.
제가 간다파나 총진 깨수 제가
really just 사왕 고마 레지
당부 예외디
당부 예외디 엄마한테 냠수 받던 님보단 배는 별이나 빌라사요 말을 가게 빌라사생 도망가요 말어 다 드네 싱 드네 장다 드네를 온 드네 고마 만 가서 뒤에 님 같은 파시 아니야 사와야 약수청 드네시 사와야 드네.
It was reconstruction of the old common prayer hall.
Common between Jiangxi and Shartse?
Because at that time it was old enough, and in Tibet we didn't have concrete or cement at that time.
So things would just like kind of start to fall into disrepair. So when did he, how long did he work on that reconstruction for?
So there are the Nyamsu Che, there are China during the noise.
But so the Pejin Nyamsu Che Pejin Lama goes word. That then Sojin Tazaning and Soganjan. 근데 logic samase montenegro
1 year.
So since it was a common prayer hall which was quite big, because both the monasteries should gather there for praying, so it took almost 1 year to do the reconstruction.
Was it very difficult work? Can you describe the work?
그래서 내가 깔래 갖고 정했어.
나
내가 깔래 갖고 정했어.
내가 다 잡아 다 도어야 되면 잡을 내가서 말해. 다 오야 됐다면 레전드에서 상수도 잡아를 또 자기 있어는 동작 기성은 디테일이 되는 정말 감대수술 다상 디체네 아니 레지 미 관도 고칭여로 건들로 대대원 잡아를 돈 드리시 디체인서 이만 또 장대수를 잡았어. 디 장대수는 대대들 티냐 아니 정말 도선 감대기 고칭의 건들 파때 안 건들 야 레지 고칭을 야때 홍트니치.
So we were assigned to collect the stones from the hill. We didn't have any other work than that, collecting the stones. And then we had to give the number of stones that we have collected to the individual officials of the monastery, and then they will forward it to the lachi.
What's the lachi?
Lachi is the common office of Bodhi.
Okay.
Common office of the, what is it? Common administration,
Common administration of both colleges.
Both the monasteries.
Okay. And how did he finish? How did he feel when the work was finished? Was it very beautiful?
제가 내가 차 제제 아니 나버즈 서로 같이 제기 하고 총수했어. 인지 그렇죠.
조진아. 조진 아무튼 때 야타 빼면서 영어 잡여들. 도순이 도순도는 별이는 벨라서요 말와. 등밥 자점만 듣는 뒤와 말와. 토버와. 도정. 줄 빼면서 영어 총을. 조진.
And prayer house came out beautifully with 2 or 3 stories at that time. And that time we didn't have cements and concrete. Still, it looked beautiful.
Really looked beautiful. And does he recall what year they finished the renovation?
그래서 the number paragi chamber tada söylediğine the local dül and the soldier sasses.
라.
Local dül soldier the
다 저다 로단데 다시 진짜 되면 저래. 나쁘진
How old was he? Maybe.
나한테 셔츠 말을.
근데 둘이 바로 공로 가지래.
라.
둘이 공로 가지래.
두둥날로 정아 니슈즈 진설.
니슈즈.
정아 니슈 정도.
20?
About 1520.
1520.
I don't remember the exact year when the reconstruction was finished.
And how did he first encounter the Chinese in Lhasa or in Tibet?
How did he?
Yeah, in what circumstances did he first encounter the Chinese?
그래서 다빠라 개미 탕보 개미 가도 투소스 이제 간데스 투소스 개미 투다로지.
개미 토마토데다가 우리 막 공부를 내도 막 농발을 내도 그도지라 안 개미 모다다 되게 되는 좀 모두 공부를 내도 이제 그도지라 개미 모다 랑가스네 안 개미 모다 온데 당부도 온데 공문에 통해서 모다 그 신의 당부 공문에 알려라 봐 모다 당부 개미 코란도 다딱 먼저 드디다 뭐 베징 지금 딱 저런 뒤뒤뒤 휴시하시면
이 간데네 막 공부를 배워 주주치를 가래.
난 다시 대쇼를 양마 배위치
막 배우를 가진
대쇼를 치야
뒤뒤도 그러시네.
라면 뒤뒤 건도 재미데 전에 나가서 재미 뭐라 통화돼요. 공부를 알려도 알려는 때문에 농발 내지가 그들이 들어오는데 되면 뭐라 통만데 못 뒤졌어. 뭐라.
When I saw Chinese for the first time, I was in Gongpo. I went to Gongpo at that time from the monastery. I saw the Chinese vehicle in Gongpo.
In his village. And can he describe like how had life in his village changed?
Were they soldiers?
Had life in his village changed at all? And how had it changed if so?
자다다 디디 지금 공부를 믹스에 주거든데 개태도스.
다 디디상 재미 토만 메네리즈상 롱갈 딱한 주었어요 말. 디도 말아도 표시용랑 게 언제 여러 말. 재미 가게에 뭐 그런 로산로 됐었대. 다 디디 군도 재미 미 고란도 토만이 미니 뱀버튼 로전데다 군도 당물레도 인도 가고요. 미술이 때나 그런도 테마인데 배진다 엔토와 메잔인데 레갈 텐데서는 로와체 그 통만 온 텐데스 텐데치워 다시 tamang 안도 온 도저라 통만 인도 가고 싶어 장부.
At that time there was no eminent change in the village because at that time Congo was under Tibet. Chinese they didn't have that power to change the life of the people there. But that time they were very nice. They were providing cigarettes to the people. They are helping.
Cigarettes.
They are helping in works.
So there was a friendly feeling between the villagers and the Chinese.
제가 그들이 지금 첩보인데 나와로 지어라.
다분은 온데 먼저 배 직벌에서 온그 게이트네 쉬어. 들 메자무도 동가다 싱가포르는 재미있는데 고란도 때 대대베 사자트네 크두케이나 통과던들 로바치 딱 갈라져 말라져 말와 그 싱가나 용 온데 돈도 들이죠 온데 지금.
At that time Chinese used to say that we are same. So when they are close to some people's house, they used to help in the work to collect the crops from the field.
There was a collaborative feeling.
Do you ask if they ever talked about anything political, about the nobles or the monasteries or Dalai Lama or anything? If there was, besides just if they were doing any political indoctrination at the same time? It's up to you.
Okay, well, Ronnie wants to ask a question. Did they ever talk to him about the social system, or did they talk to the villagers about the social system in Tibet?
Social system.
Like the system of nobles and serfs, and did they ever talk
political?
Did the Chinese ever discuss these matters?
제가 그들이 믹스에 재미 거기 공부를 인도 잡아 집배기 다치 거래 지속이나 당고들이 개시기 됐어.
근데 지속을 배 먼저 배 직벌에서 좀 지도 콜럼 개мет까지 언제요 말을 온데는 그냥 배지 개미 고란도 타이 고란도 양배별 루주드는 시험에서 신시락 그렇잖아. 다 시락 안념도 그냥 두두 대대로 두두 들으면서 시다시대면서 재밌는 거야. 이 가서 있는 시간.
At that time, I didn't have much experience with the Chinese, but they used to say that we are same, because more or less at that time they didn't have power, so they are not talking about the society as such.
They weren't talking about that. Okay. So when did life in the monastery, in his life at Gaden, can he describe when that started to get affected by the Chinese, or his life in general? When did his life start to change because of the Chinese?
제가 발라 계란기 직소주의 미지지야와 딜야 자밀레체 케바도 가두친소스 지다 주어로지 가두친소스 자밀레체 수수 미질야 주어로지 가두lep소스
다 재미 딸 이야기했잖아요. 다 싫어 아이 재미있는 데시고 고마라는데 수수제도 고원님도 싫어 십도 가이 자요 말와 안 지가서 재미있지 내가 제한테 재미있는 집까지 먹으세요 여러분. 근데서 재미님도 가서 님도 주니고데 딱 지단 저어제 대인다는 재미님도 가수를 파트 근데 가수를 다 파트 계시를 당는 근데 싫어 이 시에스만
Since I was in the monastery and I didn't have much chance to mingle with the Chinese, I don't have much to say about that.
So did life go on at the monastery exactly the same up until 1959? Was life not completely unaffected by the Chinese presence in Tibet?
Until 1959.
Yeah, up until 1959, was life at Gaden completely the same, or was there any restrictions or any changes in life there?
제가 그때 지금 그게 그 파도 아니 간데나야 지금 이게 주어치 랑자 남주기 도다 랑자 가는데 지 주어를 지침을했어.
딱 뒤에 말도 다 재미있는 먹을 채면서 재미가 다지 그 맞아 드디 거라체 그 재미 빼난
이 말다 봐. 근데 이슈 티벳 지금 국경업 중 너무 봐도 간데나야 지금 남주기 직접 제가 지어라 지가 제비 랑자를 해야 주어.
뒤에 다가라를 랑자 다가라 잡아 거래. 고면한테 단다 지단다 다가라를 재미 좋으니 엄마.
It was normal life till 1959.
Till 1959, and in his village the same? Or were there any changes in his village life at all, or his family?
Any pagera kaya nangmi yana kaya kita nima nese tambu nese tapi na konfuri ya miksegi juwa dende chindu es.
뒤에 딱 먼저 망고는데 뒤에 누가 가게 돼요 말을. 다 차상 뭐좀 먹고 있는 마 좋은데니 차상 누가 당하러 맞더니. 이 뒤부터 다 내마 별랑 걸 란자란.
So till 1959 there was not much change, but everything changed after the war in 1959.
Can he talk about that?
제가 지금 국경업 중 그네 애가 주어치대로.
네.
근데 주어 넘버로 가르치면
라.
지금 국경업 중 봐도 남규기다 저랑하자 네대요.
다 그래.
아마 쇼체 이제 주어치 버렸어. 근데 비강 단순해요.
하여튼 나는 시야야만 가르치는 거 좀 먹을 놀래 다 뒤동도 공간에 가왔잖아요. 단 13살만 겨울은 이제 대 성적 안좋은 가사 수준에 가와 가사는 가와 납중 가와 간된 자원납중 Sera Drepung Ganden and Drepung 군주 미기단 가서 다 수제부 소리죠. 딱 잡았던 거 우도서 온데네 전에 먼저 감진나네. 되든 네 간탕한 로이 전에 네 세살 맞지 먼저 감진나네. 너무 다상수 간는다 타왕을 주시오. 안 Sera Drepung 당하네지. 먼저 듣네 지는 좀 먹고 대체랑 먼저 만놈 전에 오늘 변단예배 나오는 미게 세상 수를 줘라. 근데 노블링 같이 아니 숑게 노블링가 나치는 다 군주수사 보란 노블링가 생각하고 자충 거요. 노블링가 나치는 있는 것도 타바를 맨다를 tas어. 맨다. 온티치 맨다 자당 돈도 랍 온 텐데체도 온트니 해서 노블링이 치료고 아니면 제리트로 전쟁나 좀 그 다 녀마 대주다 녀마 주정은 정은 두세. 더니 데미 뒤천에 가속을 다 신는 마고 돌아봐. 아니 너블링간 뒤천에 아니 너블링간에 아니 그도 보라 다 자갈 수용 두세. 펜분난제 펜분난제 온들 호주제 호준제 안주 아니 그도 펜 고말레를 라마서
어디 마쇼 공네다 단다 민갑 중갑 땅에와 이마 마쇼 공네를 쇼선을 그래
디 공네를 마 맞아간 마 맞아간 타와
내가 이거 통제 그래
마 맞아간 안에 타와 들리시는 즉 다수 고도스다 뭐 상황체는 가서다 즉 추로 세야로 흉탁은 간제 군주 숭제원 들리 타와트는 거 알았어 못 듣지 대마 맞아간 맞아간
맞아. So around 1959, the government must have seen some danger. So from each monastery, from Sera, Drepung and Ganden, from each monastery 50 monks were sent to Lhasa. 50 monks were sent to Lhasa, and I was among one of them. And we went to Lhasa, and there we were provided a gun for each to protect His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And from there, after the war, I went to Phampo. From Phampo to Loka, I came to India.
So he was at Loka also.
Yeah.
So going back a little bit, please tell Pala that we're very interested in this part of the story. When he was sent to Lhasa and provided with a gun, did he participate in any ceremony to return the vows of not killing and vows of his monastic vows? Did he participate in any ceremony like that?
Or did he remain a monk?
Did he return his vows of a monk, or did he not return his vows?
Any tanda chik shuye la pa ta minga chunga chu tang che ta ge la na ba zula menda re re phe wa an tu tu so so gi ya che ge ta che ge chawa yin du tsamba che ge so che ma chu da de ne du tsamba in de ne so so gi dong ba di ya phe be ra rang ja chawa chin shu re
chawa to la
no
chawa so ta ti chen ta ti ta sende so chawa le sa ra 단 너블링가 타고든 세란데 뭐 간에 문제네 여러분 다 조미 이게 본마 너블링은 보라나 고수마 마미에 버려라 다 되는 것도 내가 그들라 아니 근데 가와도 간데다 제본이가 버르드네 막 그들라 내 세세 정주여 봐 뒤도 타 이거를 안 되는 권다 전에 잡다 전에 맞았다. 오늘 군대 오면 됐잖아요. 다 서와 반대님의 서와 쪽지 중량 원 되지 너 뒤 군대 상원전은 되니 공가 다다네 들바 다갈 안 지주나 다 랑가트 간다스 겨우도 디보로 될라 추다가
니마다 단다 티베트 봐 티베트 봐 가게를 멘다디 봐 수수를 멘다디 나와
저래
이나도 수수기 domba야 피베야 타와 혼자 chen 되베 디시보다 지월 빨에 내가 뭐 내가 잡아 쓰고 마다
맞아 맨날 란자 문도 때 맨날 문도 란자 전에 데
마가 타와 혼자베 야 타웨 domba야 피베스
타베 dom발
no
타베 dom바데
타가 맨날 만나도 dom바다 먼저 지 소문에 지금 타와에 소주 지주고 말아 그래서 맨날 되는도 dom바 타와 혼자 나무 슈베 야 dom바야 피베스
다 dom바야 풀 dom바 풀는 문도 데 땅 기시 Sera Gandina Ganditan let Soyama Taranguri. Kishi Mundu Tasa Susu Tawayorba, Unde Toma Kandu, Tomachi Bayon, Tomaya Pure, Tomaya Pure. The moment people that have done Mendanali Chechua Marvel.
Actually, I was telling him I want the answer for that particular question. He was saying other.
Okay, so we can translate
so I
that.
told him that please answer according to the question so that I can translate. So he's at that time a Gishi from each monk came there, each monastery came there to take back our vows.
So he performed a ceremony
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
Did they disrobe?
Maybe you want to translate what he said before, and then we'll go back to this before you forget. If you want to translate what else he said.
I think he'll go back to that.
He'll go back to that. So, so there was a ceremony where there was a Geshe from each. So did this happen collectively or for each group?
그래서 이 단다 동바 표지야 봐.
네.
표지 상만냠도 해야 단다 빨아서는 지나 자살을 기시를 이렇게 따라서 봐.
네.
소소소 자살해야 상만냠도 했어.
자사사죠. 간데 타와요르바. 강치 거대요 대체 루루제 운 기시 때까지. 근데 운동 그런도요. 대냥도 타니고요 말로 그랑만 가가 살았다는데 수수 공중 고마스정 나온티 타와케된 지 간데 타와되게 루루 정원티야 또 먹고 들리지.
So the ceremony was held for the Ganden separately, for the Drepung separately.
Okay, in each monastery before they left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before they left?
No.
In Lhasa?
When they were provided the gun, and then.
Oh, when they were provided the gun.
Did this happen?
They were not supposed to actually, fight, with the ropes and with the vows.
Right.
So because of that, they performed this ceremony.
Where was the ceremony performed?
그래서 이 지사비 가와체레스.
나.
그래서 단다디
정말
피에 지사비 가와피레스.
빈바 센서문도 단다 너블링이 줄로 문도 가봐서 사자 대도 저러. 원대 기지코는 폐네 원투디 말라요 말로. 원대 강가츠를 좀 두스.
So those 50 monks from each monastery were surrounding the Norbulingka at that time. So the Keshi came there and then they came together and performed.
So it was outside the Norbulingka.
At that time, the war has not started.
Mm-hmm.
So they performed that ceremony.
When he says the war, he means the fighting in Lhasa. And did they then give their robes back and then get layman's clothes?
그래서 나중에 동바디 야피와
네.
남부 쪽에 자제디 야피를 표제 주 기가제로 저라버렸어.
다제 나라도 동안에 고마리 밑에 뭐도 키겨를. 동안 고마리 많이 들어와. 수수 둘로 자제도 거요. 그봐. 해살 다 너블링 다녀로. 안 되는 나라도 자제도 동안에 고마리 키요. 어떻게 아니 해살은 자제대 누님만 다 세상 하나도 남자분들 대사탄자로 가제도 건도 나라샤 주어질 거는 너를 같이.
그 주어진 수수 당번에 수수를 야 수수 dinangyo.
말을 등하나도 랑 수수 간만에 개인겨. 미숑 요말. 다숑 나야 주어 맨날.
다 누굴인가는 근데 자제든지 야피와.
네.
표제 말 동바 야피와. 자제 그에게 당번에 가서 자제 그에게 당번에 그에요. 누굴인가는
자제 동바부들상 자제 근데다. 자제 근데 먼저 다 누굴인가는 맨날 살아와. 단 디부들상 자제 되게 될 사람 야 그다음에 좀 둘로 다 주어를 둔도 온데 해서 쭉 안된 누굴인가처럼 누굴인가는 못니 계시정 또 마신
미상마 깨제 나오요. 누구인가 이제.
라
누구인가는 랩트 좀 미상마 깨제 나오요.
제 가방강 깨제. 가방 저제 거는 지요.
So when everybody was around the Norbulingka, at that time everybody was wearing their layman's dress.
So when did he get his layman's dress? Before he left the monastery, or when did that happen?
Or did they give it to him?
Did they give him the layman?
Nobody keep them.
So he arrived dressed like that, or can you establish when he gave his robes?
No, he said everybody was in layman's dress.
Mm.
It was not provided by the government. They had it before from the,
They brought it with them?
Yeah, they brought with them when they first joined the monastery.
Oh, the clothes that they brought with them from the monastery?
Yeah.
But he was a little boy.
But he was a small boy. Where did he get his layman's clothes from?
tingara서 고만이 주어게
맞다. 고만을 빨아 춘주급 마도 주요 말아.
그런데 땡간도 파즈야 너랑가 파즈 바 고만에 대등 밑에 열어라. 근데는 들어왔는데 주었는데 딱 같이 열어봤다. 근데 주었는데 수티잖아요. 고만키고 지단다 고만은 찾으면 주어 그런 좋마로. 딱 파즈 풍세 같은 다른 분들도 정말 자제 주어 그런 좋아 말이야.
So actually in monastery most of the people they have only the monk's robe, but some of them have the layman's dress because when they have to go to their village or far away, they normally use the layman dress that is chuba, gents chuba. So he brought one of them. He brought one of them with him.
And was he? Did he volunteer to go, or was he selected as one of the 50?
수수 감정에 대파 군등 숨겨를 해라. 예, 수수 달라 된결에 야만 감정에 담겨라.
단ting 감정은 딱 타와 강가로 온들이 로고 딱 타와 딱 동에 났어 좀 근데 딱 걔네로 저치 만두고 있어. 근데 왜 가수월 딱 가리 가수월 다 시설대 딱 재미있는데 지금 딱 만두고 있어. 감정하는 딱 타와 강가로 이제 딱 동에 됐어. 딱 감정이 뭐지들라 그러고 근데 딱 걔네로.
So a group of officials came to their Kangzan, I hope you know,
the house.
Kangzan, and they announced that the government needs around 50 monks. So if anybody wants to join or not, they were asking at that time. So I volunteered.
He volunteered.
Yeah.
And can you ask him why he volunteered?
다 당한도 다 가서 다 대미 간장이 하나도 별 사이면 다 가리나 다 시서도 다 콜라 키나마겐 다
one moment. Sorry, one moment. I'm sorry. So if you could ask him one more time, and if you could start that answer again, is why did he choose to volunteer for this?
그래서 단단 먼저 티베트 양교 발을 주기와 다치 그 소수 당황 텐데 경제 가려면서
다 당한 동어도 경제 가렸습니다. 도망도 고야를 드는 내 모든 재미 독자체를 누구든 다 보여야 세상을 안좋고 구하러 안투단 도망대 재밌어야 무슨 배진다 매 통감을 했잖아요. 혼돈 독수 정부 시부제를 다트는스는 가리는 다 가리는 제 양의 가리는 수순 죄다 야만다 다 수수 선배들은 다 시세도 다 개명으로 시워서 나온 근데 성단은 취미라 순간
So we heard many news from the border that Tibetans were tortured by the Chinese, and we also heard that Chinese were very powerful. So in any case, the Tibet is going to be occupied by Chinese at any moment. So I thought that it's a privilege for me to die for the sake of my country.
And going to the ceremony where the ritual of returning the vows outside the Norbulingka, if Lobsang could describe anything that he remembers about that ceremony, the time of day, just how long it took, what was said, like anything that he remembers about that ceremony, we'd really like to hear about it.
제가 그 단가데 디스트리트 캡치 결정을 차고 봐. 단가데 먼저 단나버즈 동바디아 표현과 디캅스다 내주 직대시 시켜내 유레스. 다지가 그 투주도 간데제는 야디 유르로 가지고 거리에 세상 간데제.
The weather, anything.
And she thought that 디캅스 내주죠. 와다. 동바 표현값 내주 가르치는 거디 넘버 발라기 대시 시켜내 유레스.
domba prin ta mundu kanga domba prin sansa ta kasore ta kora jamil khade jayam de shendaga tas chik samar de shenda kake ta quest me
marma domba prin kapsu ta jike chego namsum jiwarwa di economic state shikyen yes
ta domba prin ta kasanan susu 차베 동바데 표에서 매 차와 델레도 강가 딱 먼저 동반 표사를 딱 자민 즉 고라 탈치마제 딱 먼저 등 맡는 탑적으로 쉬우차고 그래서
the Tibetan just asking him to answer according to the question.
What was he saying though?
He was just saying that since now we have given returned the vows, so now only thing left for us is to fight against Chinese. So that if we cannot do, then we won't be satisfied.
Yeah.
If it sounds, even if he's not answering the question, if it sounds like he's saying something that's interesting, then let him go on, give us the translation.
And then we can go back to that.
And then tell us he didn't really answer the question, but he said this.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, if you could actually ask him again, if he can sort of put himself back in that moment of when that ritual happened, that particular, just that moment, not the events leading up to it.
The happenings in the ritual.
The happenings in the actual ritual of returning the vows outside the Norbulingka. If you could sort of set it up for him, so he knows that's exactly what we want. And if he remembers anything about like what the weather was like, the time of day, what he was feeling, anything that he can describe about that particular event, how long did it take? An hour? Did it take 10 minutes? And what did they say? And any details he can remember about that event.
이놈아 현대트는 좋아도 먼저 되다. 딱 먼저 코란 계실래 나 먼저 야 차숨체 먼저 강가 때문에 쪽대 코란이 이놈아 다 추어롭다 안돼 그거 좀 되다 드네 그 코란도 다 기실라 코란 숨도 대표고 좀 되는데 디 뭐표나 예바텐데 저스 뭐 표차나 수수란자 겨우미나나치 아니 이베온 루지 온 텐데레서 다 기실라 코란 공 텐데레서 좀도 디표차니 코란 숨차네 되는 것도 차 숨차네 아니 다샤 또 시대 이 그죠? 럼버지 코란게 제는 다 숨나드는도 전종원도 암전이 근데 신경 미세게 왜 시랑 파주 가서 왔는데 라만을 제가 가게는도
So there was not much to describe about it, but when Dijila arrived for the first time in Norbulingka, we prostrated for 3 times, and then we were asked to kneel down, and then he said some prayers, and then he had explained if we don't return our vows, there are some
Karmic consequences.
yes, karmic consequences. If we return, then we can stay as a layman. So that was the reason why the ceremony was performed, and after that nothing much happened.
How long did this?
Again, at the end of that, we prostrated for 3 times.
Can you ask him? I know he thinks this probably isn't an interesting question. What was the weather like?
Did you take namshi do candidates? Did you that take up namshi candidates?
남시 되다 배 남시 두자 쇼그를 살 차와 마법을 음악한 태샤코는 뭐 두자 쇼지 드디 무조건도 병 배드네 통문이 마말랑 드 룸바코라는 태샤 라 차와요 말 아니 사과당 안 태샤 되네고는 배 룸바 배 돈이고 효정 되네 그 계속으로 다 룸바코라는데 태샤카는 거 두자 효정 되네 차 맞아서 오네.
So the first time in Tibet, that was the worst weather I had seen. At that time there was no rain, but some sort of storms, and it was dark, something like that.
So there was lightning? Lightning?
And the low to the Namgal.
Lo did 먼저 제로 로 다트니 딱 가게 요만 차와 발약도 건단 예배 나로 로 다트는데 지당 거를 먹고 그러면 근데 태샤가 돈이 좀 드네.
At that time it was 2nd month of the lunar calendar, and there was no rain as such, and so therefore there was no lightning of that sort, but then generally the weather was not nice.
So, like windy, or what does he mean by?
It was windy.
It was windy.
Yes, windy and storm. I mean, what do you say?
Not thunder.
The dust.
Oh, dust raising.
Yeah.
And what time of day did this happen? In the morning, in the evening, and late at night? What time does he remember?
단 남시 된 거라 니마 카운트. 근데
It was throughout the day like that till the war began.
It took a long time for the ceremony?
Till the war began.
No, what time of day did this ceremony happen? Did he participate in it? What time?
디 템바스 니마디 갔다가 가를 가두이니 템바스우데. 다단다디 먼저 담바야 표해져 봐.
동바 표해야 돼.
지 뒤주로 지 가두이니.
동바 표해야 짠 너버는 걸는 타와.
Or just was it night or day? You know, you can ask evening, morning, afternoon. It was during the day. And it was quite short. It took a short time.
You mean the duration of the ceremony?
Of his ceremony. I'm only interested in his, not everybody else's, but just yeah.
두지 rembu만 가만 주정은 좀凶과인데 남은다 구쇼 자 rem부지 코랑 수편에 동바 표고 좀 데이터도 표는 된다는데 뭐 표는 네만 된대요서 코랑 원티 동바 표도 뭐 표고 원티 내셔지 좀 the shake any target. When the Chasum said, that person Chasum said, Mabukan Chasum, one thing.
So it lasted for around 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, very short.
Very short.
10 to 15 minutes.
Did he see the Gijila told us the advantage and disadvantage of returning the vows.
Did any of the monks in his group change their minds? Or did they all continue?
Susu Samula.
That's Susu Samus Tawashinda, music, some of you
That's some Juvata, Kura, Jamin, Ziakur, some of the Tawati lady Suji Yoma. What Jamin Ziakur, some of them.
I think that everybody decided to fight against Chinese.
Everybody decided to fight. Did he have any reluctance at all during this ceremony? Did he have any question in his mind or doubt? Or was he really had conviction
about not being a monk
about giving up his robes and not being a monk anymore? Was there a feeling of sadness at all, or regret?
Kundu Petsan to Kajan
Marti Capsuda.
Take
up the Dumba Puri Capsula.
Really?
Dumba Puri Capsule, any Tarangi, and then on the long good of the Tower Shah, long good of the Yantica, some look course.
That take on the patch household, Jamin teachers and the long Jovan, Kake. Middle, that's some banner. Kakem, that chairman called the missing day to giant with that, feeding Tomani, Yamani, come with your time, and then go to giant with duty, Pera, Pond, and good time. Pay Gogo Janya Tan and Montinicher. That then is some that one under the Kai. That is so. Loching your not to do some making a good law soon sushi. That's a so good time which pay away. Kage Pit, Kawandona, Roger, Sana Sajon Montenegro, there's so which that time which pay away. Mara law soon sushi.
At that time, I was about 34 years old. And I didn't really have any doubt in my mind giving up the monkhood. So I was just, ready to go for a fight because I was a volunteer at that time. So I didn't have much doubt in my mind for giving up the monkhood.
What kind of gun was he given?
Menda candid tests.
La.
Menda candid tests.
Menda shung dead. Shung dead inji. Ta katum da curry sing shung near. Mudu currying that the Meda Yamash showed the some tower inji currying the test.
Inji currying
Inji currying inji. 다 이제 가동수는 거에 칸도서 좀더 저지야 가서 매라처럼 거의 앞에서 되는 거죠. 인지 그런 거죠. 나 찍어도 그냥 찍어.
I can't explain it. It's maybe sort of kind of like this with a
like
long nose.
Listen, like this.
Oh.
Rifle.
Yeah, like a bolt action rifle.
Like a bolt action rifle.
Really?
And a foreign one.
Foreign, inji, he said. Yeah, inji.
나. 말해. 나 인지 랑은 니만 별수 다 흉이 여기 되는 거지.
It was a foreign gun brought from inches.
Did he know how to use it already, or did he have to be shown by somebody?
제가 이 배주 땅 수수 당분에 배주 땅 신고를 양 수유 지불라 그랬어.
다 디지 디겹래 모두 마미여와 너블링은 마미여. 마미는 더 강가래. 보도 두에다 안 디부 죽다 라. 못해 제스. 신대님아 구매는 되니까 바디 되니 제 대요 말고. 안 미산 전부 되는 별이는 미산 전부 되는 먼저 별이는 나는 별안돼요. 미산 제가 도 맨날 열어. 먼저 얘한테 그 자와제 되다. 되다 맨날 미통. 뉴다 근데 제단들이 미통요.
So I saw people handling the guns, but I never had my experience of using gun myself. And then, since there were soldiers in Norbulingka, and we were actually taught how to fire and how to put the bullets in.
Oh, so there was like a group lesson of everybody, yeah?
Me, sempat channel up here, right?
라
Me chike nyam mangbuchi lab here, right?
매미
mangbuchi la nyam
뭐 담니까가 땅도 대응 간데는 간데 타면 매미 찍다 안 강으로 루제다 애미 그 매미티 맨데 치단자 장단되게 안 타워를 온트네 그 치단데 아니 그 라사에서던 안 온트네 밑다 좀 제조 온트네
So for each monastery, one soldier was sent to teach how to
teach.
Use.
And can Glosala describe what he personally saw and witnessed and experienced from that point over the next few days? From that
how
moment?
Things started, from when the war started?
No.
Yeah.
From that moment of that ceremony, what he personally witnessed and saw and experienced from that point over the next few days.
So that dine kya da tende menda denzo ta pejo ta la chene dine nima kashi jiringa ro susu gi chike ta mi to da ya chi susu gi nyong so de kare chungwes. Ama ma shor pa do wa.
라
Ama ma shor pa do dine da menda di kare diulu ta da menda gyapta da zo la tsa wa. Dine nima kashi jiringa la ya changji 미그 통하다 용조를 주어들이 다 되게 되었어.
다 근데 무슨 때 쉬었으면 다 되니 유럽 뭐 거야만 니만 숨쉬지는 거였는데 말하는 먼저 근데 너블링한테 재미를 봐. 되니 노들링가서 단단 너블링가 오대 재미마가 전부 쉬우죠. 노들링가서 너블링가 오대 노들링가서 운티는 재미요. 다 되니 잡스 줘서 아니 딩도 재미 딱 근데 마 잡으선 해산을 많이 재미 쉬우지 저기 막 야제 망고 쉬우지 저기 딱 너블링가는 간에서 저서는 재미 맨다서 그래서 참 merjo 그러잖아. merjo 그러잖아. sak nordo do는 그네 가서 트립스 레선은 파양 정주게는 프리죠. 근데 근데 merjo잖냐 좀 너블은 merjo잖냐다. 맨다카된 자용 데모크를 리오 merjo잖냐 좀.
그래서 이 니마숨치 제라와
나를 마
자탄
자탄
졸라 산산에 니마숨치 제라마 고수체
제
디 내주든 저와
제
그랑기 뭐는 미세 니마숨치 디 나오는 미세 기념용 된다 손에 영어와
근데 셰멜 알지 딱 그래 재미있는 그냥 다 무슨 수수 파좀 로봇한테는 정부 주제다 이제 가이나 대장부 지야 되면 근데 다들 계시리 좀 주신 신당가 무슨 전화스가 믿어.
So at that time, I don't have much to share because soon after 3 or 4 days, the war began, and we among the friends talked to ourselves, saying that we should be very careful. We're just discussing some how to take care about ourselves, how to fight. So otherwise, other than that, I don't have any other personal experience to share. But then when the war soon began, after 3 or 4 days, then the Chinese, we could not see the Chinese anywhere, but we heard the shellings.
The shelling of the Norbulingka.
Yeah.
So what, can he talk about his experiences during that time? What happened to him and what did he do?
Sera unto pay the mountain, that meeting the say out in the tons, meeting in the tons.
To pay
To that, Gondam, the Gondam, Martin teaching the Tire. She didn't imagine she had to do from Goyam. Nimachi Niji got 10 to something more. Nobody could do measure than a chaba damn. That's me from the mother. Never. Me could Jamin Ponten Medajang Leoma. That is a young Kangat Jamijan Yarwan, Magaja. Could like a Lhasa Kenny. That never got me. That someone you some tea could take it. Choose Tajan on Major.
So the war did not last long because it might have taken almost 24 hours because then we didn't see Chinese face to face, but we heard the shellings and then soon people started escaping from that place, and then on the way I saw 2 or 3 people dead.
So where was he while the Norbulingka was being shelled?
So that Norbulingka, the major job the Pala 4 years.
Major job to the time, Nimekung, that the Norbulingka and Yayu Kangan, Changmatan Teenager, Shinjan Yarwan, and Pa to the Sarum Nishin, Pa Changmadutan, the Norbulingka Changmadutan, Damrasan, and Damrena. That make out Drepung at the Tavatanic, the Rain and Rosalang. Shin done nothing but to just shoot her. Go to me, Damrasan, Damje, Chujanache, Kal Pangacham, the Langa Momachin, Chunan, Sham Shukakam. Montenegro Panja, Mundi, Sarun, any shin, the Brennan. My pen, Kondo Drepung, I think the Kondo and Tawatan to do the random of the Tentinia, the Damna turns out on a retail new. Unreal.
Damna is such a mean, correct?
La,
such a mean, correct, Damna.
Damna such a correct Damsenta, Chujanak, Shingata Kaki Piju Yomata. Did that's almost you will.
Damra gained
Damna Pak, Pangatanikan, Chuman Pangakan, that was a name she got. Then with best Penanganto to 1 kilometer Casore. Chinga Aga Chan Chinga Ega Chuji, Mutenega Sajit on Damacham to just shoot her. Montina and Calican Payment. And then Damna Chansana retired, Relanda, and to Rinjan Tanmate, Pembernan, and Pembernan.
So during the day we were running here and there because we could not see any Chinese to fight with, and Chinese were shelling continuously. And
they were running to look for Chinese to fight with? Or what were they running? Were they running away from something, or were they trying to run towards
the
the
Chinese
action?
were shelling, you know, so they were just trying to.
But when you said they were trying to escape,
The shells.
or they were trying to get away from the shelling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were running here and there, and at night they had to cross. Many monks from Sera, they crossed this 10 to 11 acres of land covered with water. I mean, it's actually a sort of lake or something like that, which is frozen, and some muds and grasses were there. So people walking over there, some people even died by falling into the river. So somehow from that they have to run towards the north, which from there they come across this particular area called he used to say Damra. Damra means mud and everything mixed together. So people cross that, and then from there the hill was very near, and from the hill they could escape through Pembo. Then
so the idea at that time, it was very clear that they were not going to try and get involved in the fighting. The idea was just to escape. That's the only thing in their
Jamin number tendele kundu inman mendar tende cha jengde jingundu theamindo number jeng ta pemben man ta shaguji pembenan les wondu mizanjina me rogochi mini te pembenan te mizanji te kundu khelache on tini tesani denana antini khelache tinmaji ma te pemben man ta pembe dorto Pembo lumba chachimbar, pembanam, tenmachin, pembanamachin. Tani namje chasang chawatane tashin the mountain of dead, the uncondu chawa chuchi condestant toast. Uncondu that chukwano mas, Tangam, Mendaki Yorba, Jungay Mendaki Yorba. Then Pembina and Pembedo Katuchan Ganden Tanya order. That Pacomal do it, the name of the Chayam Kushatan. That Comaloma Lomatan Pakatu Dunakarsa. Mundum the Shota, that then Pembina Namjet Hatangi. She got top Chamushuda. That one didn't turn such a bit of that surgeon to the Shiva. Teniji inside, Teniji Kuchatun tools. And then never what they call Shulen called Limit. Then right away. I'll Pembin and Tajar at the Tadichan teaching them, they Kuchatin. I Kuchatin in the Chi. Kuchatin in the Chin Kundu Touch Jamages of Kondo Namjetazan Shiga, Tochamo Shuju. On data, saw rumor to the less. That they don't learn, take one that they conduct their Rayomar. They don't come to Namjetatam, Shiratan and teaching and Tinetan. Tassan back Jamin teaching and that has a short substance. Then the Shigan and Shigit that they were Jorva, watching Jorva. The Namjetatam Koran Chorish. Tawa Korani, there wasn't watching the Korania Sawa and Nimbanido. Kuni Chilenjan, Tanimati, Sawa Tiru Jasash. That is Jabana, I know what that. That message to let Karina Karipati children and Kanye, Jamila were chairman, the Mezen Karita was on time, Chigana. 차단 장소에도 용마를 밤 메시지도 메시지 자청부 쉬고르샤 자청부 저 온텐데 쳐서
So at that time the idea was to escape because the Chinese were shelling continuously and many people were escaping from that place to save their lives. So after crossing Damra, we came to Phenpo. And at Phenpo I met few monks from the Namgyal
Monastery?
Namgyal Monastery. I met few monks of the Namgyal Monastery, and they were on the horse and they were asking where I was going because I have the gun with me at that time. And then I told them that I'm going to go back to my monastery, and then they stopped me. There's no point in going there, so you better come with us to go to escape from that place. So then I went with the Namgyal monastery's monks, and then they took me to some place where the land was actually Namgyal monastery's land, and there we spent a night.
You spent a night there.
Bex,
Yes.
do you maybe want to get back to Lhasa? I'm just interested when the shelling started. Where was he? Was the streets?
I'm going to go back a little bit, if he's okay with that. You said that. Where was he when the Norbulingka was being shelled? Did he just hear it, or did he see the Norbulingka being shelled?
mental garden the one pewo the ta kande deja pho nan tin chin sal na jong deja bo mejo mundu ti ye do mundu ti do meto khara katha jidan mundu kawa de den mejo jan mejo te with the kai chuma son ti ye yo khor ta bar bar am pha phi su be tene chedan unde mejo deja pho de kawa de ne chi go master dana tende de chons ngal ta chi khasa de deja tende pho mo chu khage chem da nando ta program chi waram chi nan che de trung tende de cham deja ta tende kage mo kake deja sing to chun pho mo so.
So during the daytime, the people were running here and there in the jungles nearby the Norbulingka.
Is that where he was?
Yeah. And I was actually not hurt at that time, but I saw a few people hurt. Saw some people hurt. They were bleeding from the forehead because of the shelling.
And did he actually see the Norbulingka being shelled, or was he just hearing it?
So the Norbulingka, yeah, I told make transfers. Yeah, to Karata, make your doctor or something like that. Norbulingka, yeah, make your transfers.
That Norbulingka customer. Mundu Norbulingka connect our desert could the Chokpori Sinjore. Tan Puranda Tipur Tan Yuri. Chokpori and Kumbar Tanam Nindekan Tan Kata Mundu Pershunga, Pamanzik member you name Chokpori Terwal. The member they say Kumbacho. To do Tadon Jevi Shashok Kumbajum. On that thing that Jamin Penitum, that he can prevent my to what? Couldn't in Man Jemit and the Yomadan Bring Canton Talent teachers. One day, Mendakani Jamin on could make your current Talon the one. Jamin. One day need Tan the Jori, then Tula Candy, Kora, Maram, Musum, or Toson. 그 기구는 내가 좀 되게 무슨 치장이요. 다 타리야 다른 걸 메신가다 저러와 먼저 원세요 대로 문제는 있는데 기군 권했는데 심사하는데 기군은 진짜 그런 차례를 보면 떨어지는 것도 문제는 통.
저불이래디 노블링가 냐고요.
저불은 노블링은 있던 저 포란다 타지 우리. 포란다 지금 디보르리에 최den지 때문에 지금 싫어요. 장고에 영말.
다단다 데 노블링가다 제 포란이 그 가가만.
가가 노블링가 때만
어쨌든 데 지워들어 노블링가 코라미야 메려 저기 발라 시스웨스.
일단 노블링가 땀 재미있는 저 강은 비 가서 그래. 노블링가 생겼다. telephone 가서 뭐 다 단다지. 가족은 그냥 슈퍼를 내면 된죠. 뭐 가족.
그러면 메려 저서도 쪼고리가 쪼고리가. 자서
어떤 메죠 단다음에 통세도 되면 메죠. 자서 좀 쪼고리. 다 불도 단다 좀 벽에 남매바 숭기 담 남바에 내면 불도 단도 제 샤샤 공부해 있어. 리야
So I saw the Chinese shelling.
Excuse me for 1 second. I have to change batteries in the thing. You can tell Rebecca what translation, but don't ask me any other questions like in that.
Okay.
So during that time I saw partially the Tibetan Medical Centre which is called as Chokpori.
Mm-hmm.
There the Tibetan arms soldiers were firing at the Chinese. So wherever the Chinese heard the sound of the gun, they used to shell that place.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw the Chokpori being destroyed by the shelling.
Mm-hmm. Is that the only thing he said?
He was just explaining that.
Did he give any more detail?
He said the Chinese, we were running here and there in the jungles of the Norbulingka, and then Chinese, they target the shelling at the Chokpori that I saw at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, the woods and the windows being destroyed by the shelling.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Chinese came to know that the Tibetan soldiers were firing at them from that place.
Mm-hmm. Because it was a hill, so they were there. Because there were actually thousands of people around the Norbulingka. Did he describe that at all, or not?
No.
Okay, because I'd like to ask him.
Most of the people, the monks, who were fighting against the Chinese were running in the jungles to escape from the shellings,
So he didn't actually see all those people gathered around the Norbulingka?
No, he saw the people running here and there, some of them getting hurt, because of the shelling.
Right. But he wasn't actually there during that time when His Holiness left. He wasn't around the Norbulingka at that time.
When His Holiness of the Dalai Lama left, that had to ask.
Yeah. And just because there was a period of a few days where there were thousands of people around the Norbulingka. So I was just curious about...
Before the shelling started, actually.
Yeah, before the shelling started, there were thousands of people who surrounded the Norbulingka. And was he among those people, like when he did that ceremony, or did he leave, disperse before that crowd gathered? Bathroom.
네 가서 뭐다 펴면 좁아 온 대포랑 온 되지 재미 군디 또그 재미 정말 되잖아 재미 안에 단다데 막아서 좀 표에 님 막아서 다 대진 디파 세선이 야좀 파종 파 루고서 들맞게 막아서 대 군디 막아서면 막아서면 강고 재미 강고 다참 뭐 쉬었다고요. 잡으면 온 대 군주 되니셔고 군주 되리 되자도 재미 다 되니 가르쳐는 가르쳐서는 다 못다 세상 미만 강은 되는데 온 군주 인데 마페르나 안텐데 재미래 온 되니 슈초 말스 그때 아니 배 재미 고건데 뒤뒤자 군주 가서 공부 망고치 좀 마음이 치죠 말스 재미 까단도 재미 까단 좋아 때 공부 망고치 줘 말스 다 간지 뒤뒤자 군주 대패는 때그 bennagu nagang to suwata kande ko kunji be tandi ti sungron
je zada tanda di kunju karsa ta pagela tende shwe insa eni di mabe ros cheje
mima kanga seseme
mima kanga
sesa Norbulingka
zombol ta ke
red
zomje di kapso eni lama de se
un di tak kinjus ko
kinjus lama de di se
ko di sa 저거 존재요 딱 계속 가려는 거니 좋은 애는 방화션 둘로 이제 가려지는 대체 재미 딱그 소가 띵디 저런 거야
네고 거들 방화션
보통 너블링은 안 좋아한다 안타 가르쳐있는 가르쳐니까 코튼 좀 코든 코트 맞지 지금 거기서 매만 강을 룹자 않고 주 다우신 배고 미신당 티천 준 지미지 도시는 고포 모르인도 온테니 준베 타당고 배티두세 센은 드니아든 노블링은 이제 고배 차이는 하서에 보거나 고리 잡은 드니세 제도 두두 문도 때 고말이요 온테니 제수 드니세 제사도
So when the people gathered around the Norbulingka, I was actually in Ganden in the monastery at that time, and I heard that His Holiness the Dalai Lama was invited by the Chinese, and they strictly told the Tibetan officials that no bodyguard can come with him. So this, knowing these things, people actually and gathered around the Norbulingka to stop His Holiness the Dalai Lama being invited by the Chinese. At that time, what happened? One of the Lama, he was actually supposed to be the spy of the Chinese spy, and people came to know that, and he was actually stoned to death at the time.
Yeah, he was the minister.
So this, he heard about this. This is all stuff that he heard.
Yes.
So, but by the time he got there for the prayer ceremony to return his vows, all those people had dispersed.
So that dende that the Yarumuje dende shu moju chet ni mangu som de ba. Di zom de di da pala karange suzuna thur ba. Jela pala chu chiga ta kanda suzugi kana di dombadia puje zinga yunde da kanzo Norbulingka tala mimang dues. Mimang dues. Norbulingka tala da mimang zom de mimang buzu de dues.
다 먼저 딜리도 좀 많게 민도 다 선대 숨자가 차월리 아니면 대천에 다 미마시란 민도 돼야 되는데 다 다른 좀 미만한데 다치면도 다티 긴주디 온고 산 티천 파원한 티천 딱고 개미 내가 정디지 고른도 와 온고도 온 드니천 단해서 파원한 sen rotre on teneche tati kasen chewo jumda kasen kundu Norbulingka ta meman thangme tan tingel rwa mudu malekan kundu ene de magasagana mafernas jun pe chongmes an temele ten tenishu chongmaris jun unde di ko karsene ko cheshi duja shulingdo 군주 공을 체조 마미 체조 말이 인터넷에 occasion에 온던데 다 드디 군주 마가서는 배우있나 다 배우는 공사단 맘상 군주 거같은 이슈에는 시야지 된도
내가 다가데 바라 추 페주 다디 공을 말아 내수 된저 바라 그냥 간데는 이제 와
네
간데는 이제 좀 받아 단다디 라마디 쪽보다 애니 지그 지에 된저다 사마디니에 와다 바라 간데는 이거 값을
네 간데이가
간데는 추르다 간다 수술 돈바디야 필자네 추페 값 추페 to do any Norbulingka 예를 미투베스
드디 다 먼저 잡아다는데 다 미배 미망 때 민두
차와다 단다 차와 몸이 디게들아 야 차와
마미 되게 다 차와 되게 레데고 되면 저 미망 단데 전체가 민두.
At that time I didn't see much local people around the Norbulingka, only we and some of the nuns from different monasteries.
So that crowd had dispersed by the time he got there. Yeah. So His Holiness had actually left already, but he didn't know, huh? So he didn't know that can you ask, he didn't know that His Holiness had already left. Can you ask him?
그래서 다 빨라 찬족이 겨울부지 가지 파페 메디 디주 니주디 하고스레스. 나 치스 미차나라고 와데 페다다 도저. 디캅스니 캠그르부지 페타페나다 미마우도 참아 다 누블링가네 요마와. 다 당고 좀이야 봐. 겨울부지 파데 수유와. 디제라 빨라 찬족 추 페드 잡아 미마우도 주다 요마와.
요마네.
메두 참바다 디주 겨울부지 파게 슈유메다 페리메 디콜라 팔라 그냥 하고스레스.
다 드디단 겨울무지 휴된 자요. 다 드니 다 배야
먹미 이두 슈요스.
라
먹미치 그래.
근데 노블링가도 근데 슈와.
라.
근데 노블링가 선대 숨을 타월래도 근데 다 노블링가 슈와. 다 드니 모두 레베 그들 뒤째 타와 선대 숨을 타월래 진짜 다 내만圈좀 땅요 말어라. 미칸 좀 주 땅요 말다. 다 로고야 된다 띠띠 되게 되죠. 땅요 말. 다 모두 대된 레는님은 니 숨시용 들지 공나 아니 근데 다 상황시고 있잖아요. 너블링은 패드 너블링은 반드니 단다 땅보이선다. 너블링은 타니버 안 되니 건다 상황시고제 간데단 대부분인 게다 중재치 되어라. 제 그도는 보루네 어느 지구처네 아니 봐 배워봐 되니 배다 마종을 근데면 다 표표 가서 만도 보이는 꼬야로 꼬 나온 되는 봐 된디 쉬도 안 지구 파 추퍼는 지구한테 집에는 난 물론 지구 여러 번.
근데 수수 고마도 디캅스 다 근데 디 내주도 디캅스 하고 그래요 말이야.
그래.
디캅스 하고 그래 고고. 근데 빨라 캔서 되게 슈캅스.
어도 대도 가는
하고 그래요 말이야.
당도
그 뒤에 막에 하고 그래요 말이야.
다 주주대 서바 조름 서바 죽지 중립권다 문들레드네 군주들의 패그레서 문들레 준 수직 단 예윤 수 미직 수직 하고 말. 다 되는 봐. 다 라야 조슬라 그래. 비다 똥풀이 비게 제자 값을 리토브 좋아해. 문들 라야 가르친 라상 다 딩 벌려야 아니 숭자 종에 안에 드네 마미 다스 되는 반 루리스 동10 루리스 아니 드네 성장 대예윤의 성장균 자초마였어. 근데 상황 개정 드니 디 군다데 오늘 마미 루리스 군다데 아니 군디 다 지휘 되니셔. 땀
지게 봤어. 지게리. 라 지게리.
접자는 접자가 없었는데 대부분 다 리토브 쇼죠. 그래서 그도 배. 너블링크도 리토브 쇼. 온 대고로 송자 정에 안 많이 자진 루리스. 자진 루리스. 온 대 동원되는 봐. La.
Very shungi Sera cheve, correct.
Di, very shungi da, mundur da, de yen deding me or what, Tawaya, one dindle, Langa deding the same thing, any Nesgo than Chick Jim Timba, Dan, then the only that Teneja Tata, Manguturis, Jun di, Juni, the Nasco Jun Checho Maris, then the own Teneturis. Un take Kakiti. Un teni, tea condatum, can you go to pen?
Tadi kush para kena some zero, I think on that papers. See you, Mama.
That's Toyama, the Toya.
Some zero.
Somebody wants to get a on tooth and shoulder on, get it on the on, that to do on, when the tennis is, that's shoulder. Then take to the choir young.
At that time, I didn't really hear about the escape of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. But once when we were there, we were informed by the officials that on such a day, a few soldiers will go up the mountains, and during that time nobody can go here and there. You have to stay put in your place. So I thought during that, and then later I heard that during that.
So he suspected. He suspected that that's what it was.
Yeah, that was informed actually to them. You know, nobody can go here.
No, but did he suspect that that was His Holiness's?
No. Then later he came to know that on that particular day, His Holiness the Dalai Lama escaped. So it was after 2 days that he came from Ganden to join the army.
And then he came after 2 days after that?
Now, after 2 days from Ganden, this incident happened.
After 2 days from Ganden?
Yeah, before joining from Ganden he left to join the army soldier. You know?
And then 2 days later?
2 days later, this announcement happened. And later, he came to know that His Holiness fled.
Had escaped.
Yeah.
So was he taken by surprise by the intensity of the attack on the Norbulingka?
Intensity attack.
Of the attack by the Chinese on the Norbulingka?
So that Paula Changi, that Chiksuzu, that the Hungary sounds was that the Norbulingka Yami, Magoja, that of CJ.
Can they say?
Hans Shu sounds was that the Norbulingka Yami, Magoja, Chervadi, the Suzu Toa, the Garaja, Suzulia, Hansan, and Guani, Chasres.
That Naja Teneche that Dina Lesarame. That Naja Java couldn't Tenishazar. That he could do the Gundi Parish, Condate Pa Gundipa Tenishan, Chupori and that Jungu Tata that Chazan Patanich of Gundi Chisho Peasant. That happening on the tea. That P. Gundi Pa turns out in Saji, then they Norbulingka and Drepung around Gudata Karina, me when I turn that in the Yoruba. Montenegin that calculation. The name Chokpori and Tea Condate, then Mendes jobs. Then Mendes jobs that do someone and talk when you by Chito Chota in Chutantar in some. That condition was Chokpori, that couldn't pay when I'm pretty Chokpori, Mammy Tegro, Yinma, tips than the Naman Langa and Kemi Yonchujo. Then tips than Tandan, when you pay the Langa problem, kilometers soon, Tenman Langa, Shavayor. That Jemmy Ham or Jehao Coma. That thing the Naranjo, Sunja, Kundi Pam Pajong Chokpori and Naranjo, Mammy Sunja Shy or what that no Kundi, that mean watching it that, but Toman Pazu come in 9 year old. Be a Kundi Pa, Chito Chosasona, and Mendaki in Pesaris, Semonte, Tata one Tenicho. That he could not buy the new shoes at the Mendaki jobs. Did you want to take on the thing? Tanya, wouldn't
Martha Menda the Shuna, the someone managing someone should shower.
Really?
But today, and the day, Kundi Pachuka pets us, say the Sue Hakover.
Tati Carson, Norbulingka and Tangarango, Shungleji Yorba, Munetaning me, that Jimmy Chodo Memeta. One thing turns out to Mendatani Yagi, the Toman, Kaminandua.
That we some of jail part of jail, Kavan and Sukotorva.
La,
You need to the quiet Kavan and Korva, that you do the Tatis town, say that.
they won't do Talangano quarter. Langari visit quarter. Parts of
the Tibeteva, the Kanapangi, Kadusum, the Sinava, Tibeteva, Para the Tibetava, and Whisper, you there. Tibetava, the Karcha, there's not any. But the Jemmy guitar and the top shoot in the Pala Chanakan Sansoes. These three were. Top shoot and data, Merjo, the dead, Mambuja, the Shucham with the Negalia, Chanakan Sanchos West. The Tibetita. You may carry and that the Menda Jabra said, and some of Javali in
Langakol. That the shoe on tennis, someone the on tennis. That getting on to Langale, any friend Shungin the willing and deading of Kundat and the Langal tour. Want to Namjeta, Tawton, Namjetan, the Ine, on the Chun Mam Merlin Lene, Munge, Sandam, Tagada, Pure Sandam to all. They Tagaki. Jagadol, Jaga Mami. That to do some Mangu Yaman, you should Jigny international. Tell them what to take to do the Casamago. That to do Kushadun Yandam, then Yama Natuchi Caso, then Jaga Tamaso, Rochuma.
Why don't you tell us what he's, rather than, I know you probably didn't answer the question, but why don't you tell us what he's actually been saying? Is that okay, Bex?
Yeah.
So it was actually later on the way when I was escaping, I met some Tibetan officials, dedicated Tibetan officials that when I was in Norbulingka, one night I heard the sound of the gun. So it was actually to inform the people over there that His Holiness have safely crossed the Tsangpo River.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that
they knew what that signal was.
Yeah. So but during the time of escape, people they might have, actually discussed that when once His Holiness crosses,
they would let off the sound, and everybody would know that he arrived
so
safely. Is the Tsangpo River, or is it the Tsangpo? Tsangpo River.
Tsangpo. The main river flowing down the.
Is that Tsangpo? It's not the Kichu. Okay.
Tayaga in Tayada Chiaka Yoman, Lumokaran Chukan. Tea Kabla Gunga sort of the roll. Chuchunu Marando Kangopin Gachin and Tiger Churaka.
So Kichu actually during the summer it was very difficult to cross, but during that time it was winter, so
it's frozen.
So yeah, many can cross the Tsangpo River. So as soon as on that one night they heard the sound of the gun, and later I came to know that it was the sound of the. It was to signify. What is it? Inform that.
Yeah, I got that. Okay.
That has all that. Could only Mashivi Yawari sometimes change of machine, some Korea them do what think of it.
At that time, he could not think of anything.
It was just like, yeah.
Mashivi Yawari sometimes.
He thought that he was lucky to escape from that.
So it was a very, very intense experience. And so going back to, he spent the night at Namgyal with these Namgyal monks, and can he just describe what happened after that, his escape? He was talking about, he spent the night, he met some monks from Namgyal on his way out, and then they spent the night at Namgyal Monastery, and then what happened after that? And can you just ask him while he's, you don't wait for me to ask you, but I'd like to know, was he with any of the monks from Gaden, or was he alone?
I was the only monk from the Gaden Monastery.
With the Namgyal monks. So can you tell us what happened after he spent the night at Namgyal? What happened after that?
먼저 공부다 대보를 다른 세세 들만 전주선데 지금 추대 벽 추이면 원티게만 주될 텐데 대포정데 간대를 말 간대서는 아니 간대야 아니 코란도 다 소바이나다 카리나 티네라는 간대라 슈데 에네베 재미 조샤스 티곤다데 대야만 티곤다데 말에 다 드니 시간이 먼저 뒤에 구쇼디게를 사야 통야 가래 유나 온다던 수수 두로면 예제 단예자 강 자단 사야 통나 니마 먼저 드니 시간이 벤다 개 근데 사야 통에 온테니 제게든 코란도 딱 지금 따시려 sabjekta ta kusho chuchonga je arwa mundige saya ta ngudu kong saya chen saya ta ani susu thulo ta tinchine saya thengde on ta je saya thonge de kesa ta che tini 시간은 자 on saya thonga kanga on tini gu tsengor tage ko na ta ta duche 파종 간행원절 파치는 추바트면은 대밀랑가게 모래랑가요 모래여러분 땅은도 뒤종은 니링원조 단 간데데 다 뒤브링원조 먼저 니링원조 드네야지 생간 브로셔 드네야지 안 존세질 때 먼저 샤고 대 치우질에서 대 그저 미산텔이 신 메탄진단 자주 대리 녀야걸 주면 자동남산 브로셔.
So actually, on that particular night, we couldn't actually spend the night there because from one of the spies, messengers, he came to know that there was Chinese actually came to Ganden, which was very near to this Namgyal Monastery's land, and so they quickly take their things, some foods to eat on the horse, and they took the horse, and then later that night they had to flood that particular place, and then they reached a village. There they took some rest, and from one of the family they actually let us boil some water for the tea, and then again we left from there.
And where did he go after that?
이게 가서 먹고 태송하러 가. 까대고마 생겨. 까대고마. 단 드네 크도야 치는 누군지도 모르는. 단 누구나 맞아. 그 까대근도 크돈 먼저 추터. 다 뒤선 뒤값에 추준저로 봐. 주도 강가 따션 주도 가데스 내년 일이니죠. 다 파종 판로 세요. 가서는 재민랑가제 분들 재민 파종을 내 재민마가 됐던데요, 여러분. 모델랑가제. 아무도 뒤도 일은 주종은 제 근데 가덴 가덴이야 지는 드니 스부스죠. 스부 카자고마스. 스부 카자고마스. 나한테 건다 스부 카자고마래서. 따트네 롱모테야 야. 따 랑가 파조 전사. 카자고마스. 카자고마래는 대동 고마죠. 고마 준주래. 따트네 저는 딸 롱모테 재미랑간이 저 롱주종은 지나지 스부 롱바스도 온 지나지. 근데 야 가진치는 스부 카자고마스 고마시도. 딴 남자 타산 타왔지. 먼저 되거든 온데 고마티 지전에 뒤건다도 스부 카자고마메 딴 남자 타산서 별리나 메 딱게라치 모르와 제베 온고 타산 빼야죠. 아니 먼저 때는 라
스부 공부라.
스부 카자고마 때 고마 코레나 대대 카자고마 스부 카자고마 스부 안테 레네 아니 지나 다 먼저 공배 간데샤들 라마 안테 든든 라마테 내 기두치 동알 때 제장 만 파쇼스 ngal le ba ko sa ngal tin dinis dus kanne ta ngati lama ti ta ko me kanne sha se je lama che te kumba kajo kumbe ta me koran shegon tin sa ro lama
bas tadine di tibu gomba la satine tibu gomba de lama ti che ba tibu gomba de lama ti che lama jesa di tibu gomba la para
mare 그러면 먼저 요즘에 페니트 가데스인데
가데네 지구 공부체 지구 공부네
말만 되게 가자 시부
공부체
시부 룸바 프레밍은 시부스 다 공부되면은 시부 카자 공부스 룸바 프레밍은 시부스 카자 공부 온테는 나온데 온티 밖에다 온티 간데쳐서는 나한테는 노블링가 치 대리체 사산 차단 점이다. 차단 매조 잡던데전 매조 차고 점장 안두제 편변하는 주표 안텐만 편변하는 데다 남자 차단 타고 군도거도 온 군데네 다 냠도제 안 고마말로 내 남자 차단 구쇼군도 다 냠도 용이 안텐데 다네 구쇼 다 라마리 간디 샤데 라마데 다 쇼무쇼민도 라인에 와 쇼무쇼민도 다 재민 간제 다다 소야르메쇼 된다 다 로무체 창한 편은 예살스 안 나데 메데 돈티 관다데 클래스 예사다테 예사 당연 예다 문 라마데 숨자데 온데 다 당연 뉴스 순이 쇼가 뭐 파티죠 또 고민하러 와. 안테네제 아니 테네 클라제 안 선이 도알한테 로사쇼 캡사이다 캡사이다는 뭐거든. 딱 나이 위에서 아무도 단 드라이버 민디 저게 된다. 안 코란 슈를 페이인서 아니 문도지 테네제 스부고전 스부스도 뭐데 풋 던다는 마 데리로다 가서 봐. 딱 호응은 줄래. 소공은 줄래요. 소공은 좀 만드는 마제 마그 다 뒤도단 다 비발 소공은 줄로 취직한 것도 재밌는 게다 인생대로 가르. 다 드니 들마청도 마친 드네 다 회사에 든 파는 연배 주다 세상 원조는 연배 주다 등 차단 다 야접당 무슨 땅뭐 전부 쉬우죠. 단디 열군 컨디션에 개토에 요만 다 고다야 다 주다야 다 되는 좀 내가 되는 좀 버리대 되는 좀 딸 소원 좀 좋은 구쇼 건조 남자 타당 투지 가르면 제가 좀 모르원 그도 주식가로 신 랑갈 강엔도 로조면 미는 건도 하나인데 쓴다 안 되는 남자 타당데 진짜 좀 건조 투지 가르 작아서 그도 타래.
So from there we left to Khadu Gomba, and from the Khadu Gomba to Sigu Khatya Gomba, where one of the Lama from Gaden Monastery came to know about me, and he called me there, and I spent a night there, and I explained everything about my escape from Norbulingka to that place.
He's heading south, huh?
Yeah.
Heading south.
Yeah,
from Lhasa.
heading south. And there, then I told the Lama that it's not safe to stay here, so I'm going with the Namgyal Monastery. So then later Lama told me that he's going to join later on. So it was really, at that time, we had to cross a river, which is actually the sort of Tsangbo and all coming together on the meeting point of Tsangbo, and that was a really difficult river to cross, and we had to take a boat and cross that. So I was lucky since I was with the Namgyal monks, so they were entertained at different places wherever they come across, because many people know about Namgyal.
Because it's this Holiness monastery.
Yeah. So I was lucky actually that I didn't face any problem on the way.
Did he mention Jushi Gandru at all?
Jushi Gandru he was saying that when he reached Loga, Jushi Gandru was nearby fighting with the Chinese. So it was when he reached Loga. Loga, Jushi Gandru two yomara.
나
Jushi Gandru two yomara.
주식으로
징대어들이 간에 two.
주식으로 달 소금은 저제 문도 그도 다 민망무다 온테네 콘도 다시온데 마음이 드는 연도 저는도 다 장안 런 먼저요 말서 온테네 생인데 문도 남제 타상 냠도 열어봐 근데 기준지 인지 되게 좀 현대 백문도
주식간에 너무 당겨만 하지.
간 뒤가선 내 대요 말서 땅도 야구촌의 냠도 두구촌의 냠도 좀 라요 말 때 사야 통하건 주식간으로다 맨날 나게 가리나 주식간으로 난 대고 가려면 주식간으로 되기 소문 되냈어요.
So actually, I came across Jushi Gandru's soldier, and some of them actually, since I was with the Namgyal Monastery, then later I was allowed to actually leave the place. Otherwise, they were stopping the people that we have to die for our country. We are going to provide food and everything, the arms and ammunition for you. So you have to stay back. So that was some of the Jushi Gandru soldiers were telling them.
And how did he feel about that?
The day soon the Parakarasam cultures, Sambana.
다 뒤져.
They Manzun the Shivers Larva.
되니 다 되니 문도
There are Sambala college samsas.
다 뒤져선 남제 타상 잡을래 맨다케 요래. 맨다케 말래 맨다케요. 딸 소관이 대 건도 저기 간 단동도 샤고 됐더니 이게 네 최장라라는 게 시각도 샤고직 대대 제 샤고님이 있대. 근데 구쇼 되겠지 봐. 구쇼 되면 집어서는 막 주식한 거 있다. 매일 레고였어. 펩. 네. 아무도 니마에는 남자장난 타와 안에 군대님들에 집쇼래 그와 펩이나 타와 니슈 담바타 주네 대답이요 말했어. 다 대리 군대 패선 문제는 군대님들 남자처럼 타와 냠도 드야 총아 말스 루부트 티 총은 안 꾸지 파 먼저 파 꾸지 집쇼 냠도 파 냠도 슈를 드야 안 땅로치 슬랍도 와 아니 자나도 땅 총으로스 자나도 냠도 로바다 저기니 같은 데 있는 땅이 많다 아니 자나도 맨다이였어 맨다이였어 아니 맨다 되게 많지도 저거랬어 아니 먼저 맨다 강가 구셔준 맨다 저 먼저 맨다이였다 찾아 휴식을 말 들으죠 어때니 니만이도 또 되게 많 맨다 많다는 때는 먼저 그것도요 안테니 지장라랑 시가르스 때문에 사야다 통해 되고 또 온다 다가선 많이 보도 차상되는 코스.
At that time, actually, I have a gun, and Namgyal Monastery monks, they have also guns. So one of the chief monk from the Namgyal Monastery went to the office of the Choji Khandra's office, and there he said that we normally wherever His Holiness Dalai Lama goes, we are along with him, and this time around it was all of a sudden we didn't have that chance to go along with him. So please let us go to join him. He requested like that in the office, and then the Choji Khandra soldier told that you can leave, but the people with you are not supposed to leave. Actually, he told like that. And later then he left us, but we had to confiscate our weapons to the Choji Khandra soldier.
They had to give their weapons over.
Yeah.
So
we're out of time.
we're out of time. Yeah, we know. He's just
And then the time Choji Khandra's soldier gave us everything to eat on the way, and then we were allowed to go.
Then you were allowed to go. Could you please thank Lhasa so much and ask him if it's possible over the next few days, because you have to leave, if he could come again, because I know he then entered the Indian Army, and there's more to his story.
Because it's very interesting, we'd like to.
Can you ask him if maybe over the next few days he could come back for just maybe like half an hour, just to finish up, because there was things we weren't able to get to today.
Yeah.
Would that be alright? Okay, that would be great.
Do you want to give the goodies now?
단다 먹겠다 건너 사고 나 준비 사가나 되길래 근데 내 때문에 내 강변을 받아 구두구두이 대형 구두구두나 사가 거니.
Giving us his address. His house number is 96.
His house number is 96.
He's living in camp number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
Didn't show Lama.
We'll send somebody
We
to
have
talk
that
next time.
And if you could just ask him quickly before he... No, wait, 1 second.
Yes.
1 moment. If you could just ask him very quickly, are you still running camera?
Yeah.
Okay. So then could you just ask him if we have his permission, just in case, because you know things happen, if we have his permission to use his story for the Tibetan Oral History Project, if you could just ask him that.
Tibet Oral History Project level, it's over and they depart out and so show that in the
Shandal.
Yeah, Tembayna and Combo West.
간에서 다팅 야고
아들 빠르게 돼 지금 어디 빠르게 잡잖아요 봐.
어래
이제 뭐 무시해서 봐.
어래
이제 뭐 재미 별다 자나도 때문에 아니 빠르게 하는 게 공부 이래서 괜찮고요.
땡저 다티 쳐주니면
공부 이래서 공부
너무 제매 딱티
공부
가게
이래서
너무 티가 내가 간에 나는 나로나스 가게 매스 갈 도바된 남도 되는 가게 매스 right.
So you can do it. I have no doubt. Nothing else to say.
포되기도 말 포. 사야 포차 가서를 자다 되니 레슨지 매다 데 차가운 든 데도 하다지. 근데 되니 딱 되는만 도만마 다가오들만 돼야 도만 체시대. 다 흉길래지 흉길래가 흉길래지 정말 년당 당원이 다 군대 패사의 흉로 뒤치쇼 간 흉길래지 강당수 흉길래지 콩래다 남자 타산 타와 여러 봐 나한테 념도요 되니
거다스.
당원이
거다.
당원서는 다 당원 공부 당원은 뭐 아니 다 마시 다갈마 칼로요 다 들만 되네 당원이 공부세 다시 모여 다가기 마가지 대체 닥쳐 당원 마지네 아니 들만이 다 식도 샤고 들만이 단테 봄들라서인데 말레바도 님마 직제 봄들라 생데 말레바도 님마 숨고 들마 딱 감고 돈 용으로 봐 님마 숨 되는 봄들라 네 봄들라는 말은 봄들라 생데는 레네 되는 마요네 다 이게 가서 미성마리를 말레바도 들마 매성마를 말레보도 니마 찍지 주고 버려 봄달라니 니마 찍만 니마 니스고 되니 미게 매성마를 내 자각다 사자 땀 비미 잡죠 강아 좀 사달래 미성마를 딱 어디다 편히 쓰려면 타마도 못해 미스마를 내네. 전 미스마를 다 데미 다가숑 거 포다 지강가 미강가 답주 강은 좀 사지래. 미스마 토마 배바 좀 사. 미스마 생. 아 저는 마치는 남주 탄다 리루타 온 텐데 저는 다 자단한 리더. 다가 살만 다단한 리더. 미스마는
from Kaja Gomba to Roga. Then we went to Tsona, which took us 5 days from Tsona to Men, and we are already at the border, Indian border. And from there we reached Mentang Gompa, Mentang.
In India?
Yeah.
What part of India?
It's Arunachal Pradesh.
Okay.
So from Tawan Gompa, we stayed there for 5 to 6 days, and we were provided food and shelter by the Indian people there. And then from there, from Tawang we went to Pomdila, which took us around 3 days. And from Pomdila to then we were sent to Lhasa, where all the Tibetan refugees gathered for the first time there. And then that took us 2 days to reach that place.
And then I see that he he's since got married and had 3 children. When did he meet his present wife? Or is she still alive? And when did he meet her?
Where did he meet his wife?
Where did he meet his wife?
제가 말할 사상 가두 카토스
라
사상 가두 카토스 근데 말할 보스um 여와디나
데 부스미요
보스um 제 사상 가두 카토라고
라
사상 가두 카토스
사단다 데 카토네 도망은 람선 팀을 토마토만 다 미스마를 낸 람소 람소 토마토만 당고대 봄달라리야 람소 팀을 다 되니 로치 셈마서진 마데 군다 이 내가 지금 고트가 다르게 먼저 라자 되게 돼요 근데 이게야 배정도 자쇼 나투죠 다 뒤에 그 제가 다를 때 라자야고 말을 때 야고 좀그 야가 라가때 야고 좀 말하면서 저는 먼저 쇼를 란 먼저 별 쇼를 란을 해봤잖아요. 근데 지게 먼저 라자야고 제면도 야고 전에면도 야 해봤잖아요. 아니 뒤별 쇼를 자가 쇼를 해봤잖아요. 안 쇼를 먼저 대니 람서 동에 차다만 메시지만 들려 마 달로스 정말 다더니 나래 기전했더니 야 슈레 따르도야 bom달래 단념아 내가 지금 제가 달다 되는 말이 흉랑이 되잖아 영화로서 양로다 저는 근데 대념아 bom달라 동에 남선 동에 준 rum에서 그때 뭔가 지난 준 담아서 rum에서 드니 장바군 조심을 장바스는 단단히 가서 이제 가서 반자문 조거든요. 단다 네. 저는 로세트는 봄만 가서 다들 좀 가서 좀 그냥 다른 것도 좀 명대했지. 반면이지. 장바스들은 못했나? 장바스들은 못했나? 장바스. 람사공. 다 되는 것도 온다요. 당도 녀마 bom달라 내가 지금 다 다네 매 차와다 매미다 지저는 미자탄의 쇼에 맞다 쇼체 차와다 마미 탄의 님바 탄의 타전에 미통라지 딱딱한데 잠만 소리 땅. 다 뒤군이지. 뒤군 준 다든데 미 흉랑한테 저도 라침부서 요 말에 니 말을 고모 직다 안나지 언니 랑가 롱바 사와질려 온 대리네 고모니니 저래 니 말에 다 사야 통하면 흉랑게 된다는데 공켜요. 양호하다. 고니잖아 사야 통은 뒤서요다. 지디. 다는 잠바 불에 로 하나냐 보수. 그냥로 니 숨이 되라. 잠바 불에 남았어요. 되는 것도 좀 막아줘. 아니 마와 차도 마민 중에는 안 되네죠. 다 교름 못하고 말은 나와 줘 뒤에 저기 안 별로 그랬어. 안 되는 정도 땅 먼저 쇼한테 디나로 남선 미 동라지에서 와 미제 되게 미셔 저왔다 마민님 거 강한 좀들은 마민님 조주쟁이 래 주 지동 구자 조주쟁이 로도 가는데 안에 막아놓지 막아놓 좀좀 막아놓 로주시대 만 다더니 둔주 로들 방글라데시를 맞아오라 말 Bangladesh Majachi. Bangladesh part. That's Sera, Shah Pakistan, Bangladesh. One day, Dawajik house is the David. That's legend.
Nastani Tandapana Karsun with my Google and to take it to a tango the Dima. Pala came in Kazu Sazan Kazu Kato says there. I came with the Tandapata Karsun with my Jish capture winning in the bar. So actually, he was not answering your question.
Okay.
But whatever he said, I'll try to get.
It was his life in the Indian Army?
Yeah. So from there, from Masumari, where all the Tibetans gathered there, refugees, most of the refugees gathered there for the first time. From there, we were sent to back to Bumdila to work as road crew.
I see.
So we spent some time there, and later we complained that the contractors were not paying us well, and our government also reported this to the Indian government that the contractor was not paying us well. And then we left that job and came back to Masumari. And after a few months later, again we were called to do the same job, road crew job there. But then many of my friends and people refused to go back to that particular place. And we, in fact, came to Chamba. Around 1,000 of us came to Chamba to work as a road crew there. Even though we were not paid well, we were paid around 150 rupees, 1 rupees 50 paise per day. And then later we were paid 2 rupees per day, but that was just enough to buy us food and drinks for us. And from there, in 1962, then some people asked us to join the army in 1962, and then I joined the army. In fact, most of the monks who were there and myself, we joined the army. And then I spent around 14 years in the army. And in 1975, we went to fight against the Pakistanis for Bangladesh.
Oh, really? He was in that war? Wow. Wow. So he must have been very disturbed to hear about the destruction of Gaden Monastery. When he heard that news, you might want to say that because he was so involved in the reconstruction of the prayer hall. So can you just say that to him, like how his feelings about that when he heard about that?
Does he remember when he heard about it?
Does he remember hearing about the destruction of Gaden Monastery during the Cultural Revolution? And how he made it feel?
That should look to less and then could it Ganden combattement and some of that Fungaman, that Carson and Jerome Ching, Margaret did that one. Red Jerome Margaret did Mara Chunjuko didn't Tinan Travache me Trave gave Majatas me Combatatan and so you would you had that's also a Karina Gandhi. Sim Pambute Shuri did them do check a yamaro. That's an permissive top of Shuji. Shujin channel that is Gandhi Kuma the doubt cheese you or the Nimana Jito Kunkora Yaman. Nimaton Lotonga Mogon that me the nature of Kusu to the Karina, Petachum, Chilachum, Shutan Yore. That to look on good that the Jeremy Sidung de Toronte Tulagan Titi Tom Dot Tenijadua, Jimmy. The Bemisita 이 집에 내주때 두자 될락다 두자 해야만 딱 수수 제가 쇼로 근데 고마타한테 떨어지는 딱 주고 쉬우지래죠. 딱 뒤도상 간데이 그 재민 나고 제가 가르쳤으나 딱 간데니 내 공원절 파 잡아만 붙이 딱맘이 공도를 침을 봐 주시간 공도를 친 숙청부 친 간데이 잡아 고라마가 간데이 마가스고로 수세 소공원줄 요래 근데 제가 대장 답고 나와 띠디 만도 되네 중샷다 세라는 대부분이 때는 자가 정도와 군도 미색 다 잡았던데 밑에 세라던 대부분이 미색 보라 마가스가 주어마 간데 미색 코랑 소공원줄 대 타와강가 가수오래 디 진행 강력한 두두 파치는 되는 저 마가스는 되는 수 미색 코랑 매간 소공 도체 딱 안되는 나고 제 듣고 딱
So later when I heard that the Ganden was destroyed completely, I really felt so sad, and actually we couldn't do anything also during that time. But then actually the Ganden was the main monastery of Jetsongapa, and there were many precious things there. Really precious religious things there, and the main reason why Chinese destroyed Ganden was, I think, because many of the Ganden monks went to Hauga to join Shishikandu, and because of that, the Ganden was destroyed.
He thinks it was like karma coming back to the monastery.
No, I think they were pissed off at the monks.
Oh, that they were angry.
Retribution.
Oh, because they were active. The monks were.
Act of revenge.
Oh, act of
revenge.
Many
of the monks from Ganden joined.
I see.
Shishikandu.
Okay, so the monastery that he works at now as a caretaker, what monastery is that?
It's a monastery in the sense it's a temple.
No, I mean what's the name of the monastery? It's here in Balakupi, but
it's a camp. Every camp has some sort of.
So it's a small like gampa
like
for the camp.
Yeah.
So did he think about going to Gaden in Mungud? Did he ever think about going there? Gaden in Mungud.
Yeah, before marriage. You mean before marriage?
Oh, I mean, but he
wasn't a monk already when he left.
Yeah, he wasn't a monk. Yeah. But he never thought about rejoin. Did he ever? Well, I guess one of my questions is, did
he gave the vows?
Yeah.
The vows, yeah.
Did he ever kill anybody? I'm wondering if he ever broke those vows. Could you ask him?
He wasn't a monk.
He was not a monk. This morning we asked a question. We discussed about returning the vows.
Yeah, no.
He returned his monk's vows.
Did he ever kill anybody?
Well, that has nothing to do with vows. Just did he ever?
Well, he returned his vows, but maybe he didn't break them.
Yeah.
That's the question. But anyway, the question is, did he kill anybody?
But after returning his vows, there's no question of whether breaking it or not.
Right.
But we can ask this question.
Yeah,
right.
just ask the question.
No, just ask the question.
Anybody in the sense the Chinese.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, not just the Chinese, but anybody actually. Yeah.
그래서 내가 자와치에 수수 덤바디야 필자와. 아니 디제다 그 마도 잡체다 간다 미세거든요. 세이는 거스.
단지 가서 그래. 바라는 재민다 전에 미세문도 가서 서서 미세 당문도 수수민들랑 좀 거의 중요한 말을. 단 맨날 때에 자자버리들. 미세 미통 내디 제외 삼산대 난 시했으면.
I didn't have that kind of experience killing somebody. I might have fired 1 or 2 shots, but I never saw that.
So then, did he ever consider becoming a monk again?
그래서 나 드네 파라지라 양조주 타월이야 주의기 지게야 지 타월 진도로지 근데 상담스
that travel that some scheme dimension and puche or
chance of my Japanese, Penny two days out,
no.
chance of my Japanese, young Joe Chawachin was on some of the US.
That then Chawache got Termasonta. Then it died Jim Ramandaman with Chesarva. Chesang tea, Chennai, the Yawayo Marol. Ancora, then Yama Sesam Tomopu Pidokara teacher. And that did it, then he should Tawan Jagan, that's some kind of commerson, yeah.
So later I didn't think of joining the monk order.
He didn't. Does he want to talk about how he met his wife?
Ask him if he ever got married. That'll be a quick way to do it.
Yeah, that part I need to say James,
chance me the dance cut with the retande. Not to the Dunju. That you mean Dunju to some system of the cut order. I didn't Yama Magan and Mudu, Mammy Robert and Yorwa. The day and there and Casa were there. The local Tagasi Kondo number Catron, on the net and parts until a cut of the
So when I was in the army, during the vacation, I came with my friends to Balikupi, and in 1973, I met my wife.
And he has three children.
La
Three sons.
Three sons.
Are they? They're all alive, right? Did you look at it today?
Yes, yes.
What do they do? I'd be interested to know.
So that's what the culture is. Pusum the culture is.
Pu Gemachi, Co Treshilimbo, Labdeki, Treshilimbo. Puni Tanda de Shivemge, on the Sume de Kondo de Casa Ajajum Kondo Twitter on T Kondo de Shiveta Songa Mamujor. Songang like you. Sonja.
Susu Gergi.
On Puni.
Gergi.
No.
Gergi.
On the Shive.
Gergi.
Shive.
Gergi, Susu Mission, you would watch there.
We shall make a Songa Mamusto.
No, there, Gergi, young Karanigi, you would change there. Gergi from Javore, correct. Gergi from Javore, young Karan, that mission that Milan.
On men Maran, Kundi Yomore. Kundi me, Mazachamor, Kundi then Songa Chuchuki Jarva, Mutile.
Who can shoot the here?
Who can be a treasure bullying?
My eldest son is working in Tashilugu as a teacher, and the two younger sons are working in the shops here in Fort Camp.
Oh, really? Right here?
Shopping complex.
How does he feel about the Chinese now?
But that Jamaica, sometimes there are some country which call this. Some careers,
that Casa that Yama Mundo Magana Chick Jamil Bakadeja, some much Dundu Magana Lotufide. The name Jamil Tenta, any young lolly in the Magana and Taro Longa to Gana and Magana Dechumaris, Susan Ranks, Susumi, Todan, to the Besham Mudi Yomade, to the Naje, or Animatan, Susu. Commercial man, Tati Chanam to lot, Yan living in any lot of Magana de Chumarsanuma. Susu Totan Besha de death is the Euro wanted to want to do Besha Mumbayomar. Magana Martin, Susan Jamajan, Tonda, doing Jay wanted to care and the Yomar. That is something. Tola Chimber in the world. Magana. Mammy Jumala Tonda. Not to do you want it regular. Human, what is this? What is the common thought and the Comosumja Nija? Mad Chuguin that and the Comaja, Juman Locomo, 자랑고 되네 영어를 가게라자 가게야 이내 뒤뒤 빼셔 통이요 다 사야 통에 켜버려야
Nasta pala karsu ni ni guru wa ne nanzu Tibet le ta ba cha so. So again
Didn't answer the question.
I couldn't answer.
What did he say?
He didn't answer, but I'll tell you what he said, you know. So till the age of 50 I was in the army, and then when I was 50 we were discharged from the army. And at that time the salary was very small, and we had around 7,000 to 8,000 that whatever had been deposited from our monthly salary, and we came back to Alikupi.
Has he ever visited Gaden in Mungan? Gaden Monastery?
Ganden ki the Kumbal pay was Mongol.
라
Mongol ya Ganden Kumbaya.
노는
They pay US.
된 딱 군대 동호 이제 패드 대만직지 때 감제 타와되게 두두째 오늘은 몽골이 치
Sarchi Sarchi
라
Temachi.
라온
I went there once during the Kala Chakra,
Ah.
and I met some of my friends from the same council there.
Oh, really? They're still there. Can you just describe what that was like to meet them?
제가 건조 당부 투도 삼주를 가르쳤어. 간소서 강전 집에게 기계는 그래. 잡아도 투도잖아.
타와들 다지 먼저 나한테도 만민한테도 먼저 만민 루기다 아니 근데도 몽골이 지금 루기 있다는 다 근데 벽에는 다른 먼저 내주고 시험을 강가하고 던져져 봐. 근데 어때 더 수수용 다가스케지 주는 분들이 시험에 미세가 근데 시야서 가면 미강가 다 집어져 봐. 다 먼저 감정이 저와 녀만 변을 다 주문한 대미도 아직 다 통과서로는 되잖아요. 더쇼 대미도 되죠. 다 편에서 별내는 저와 나 두지 아이 개막 못 되는 신 저와 돈도 막가사간에 다 가서면 다와다 좀 로다원 되는 보고 되는 이유가 딱 두성 감단을 다 숨주 쉽지 딱 들리지 말아. 딱 이제 건도 몽골을 동에 먼저 감는데 내가 김수배나 건도 부부에 간에 공부를 다 왔죠 되는지 이미지 기생원 팀이 있어. 건도 텐데지 랭케도 응애 공부에 뭐좀 땅도 감지 차와 지금 또 로산도에서 온코도 온코 텐데지 항상 코란 들었다면 딱 코란지 이제 사람다 단통만 듣고 소름 같은 담자 샤트 저도 고 로얄 야틀레들 니마다 말로 총해 딱 건도 김에타는 눈 들리시면 쉬대서 말 근데 건도 편이 타임이 부에 타와 건도 신다 즉 개마치 나와 귀신 나와서 그 이게 단다 투사 니만이 이게 남제 찾아다 중국 벤저가 당원한테 내가 제된 귀신 나와주면 다뒤 투사미 이게 남제 찾아서 김보를 넣어 미야고야
어디 벌어져서 강제기 잡아표를 한스 찍거래.
레일 편이 남도 용한테 단다 꿈이 계시미 타완님 주제 배자에 하고 제전 딱 숙제 이게 다른 사람 중랑 내가 되는 밴드 간다 아니 댐도 간다 근데 내가 아니 남자 타당은 타와 춘주여 봐 돈들로 안에 배절라야다 딱 생이 배자만 딱 친이 남자 타당 부를 타와 총을 돈들 친이라고도 원데 개인체인데 다 두산 고난 캠볼 켜도 이제 나왔어. 나와서 말이야.
나도 편해.
나 주인 편히 근데 타와서
무슨 나와래.
귀신 나와서 때문도 눈밭이 버리마. 공.
Yeah. So when I met my cousins monks there were only 4 or 5. Many of them died. So out of those, one which was actually younger than me has become Gishi, and then one Gishi Dalai I was actually heard that he joined, he did many works in Tibetan government there in the library, and later he joined Gaden Monastery, and nowadays he has become the Kempo, the head of the Gaden Monastery.
Gishi Dalai, his name is?
나 두산 캠보를 잘. 그 생각 분이 저도 몽골에 동안 된다는 그래서.
So I came to know this from some people coming from Mongkot about him, and when I first met them, we were actually not discussing about what happened in Tibet because everybody knows that. So I shared my experience being in army. They shared their experience being in Mongkot.
Mm-hmm. So like that.
Did he ever answer the question about the Chinese?
I don't think so.
Which was?
How does he feel about the Chinese?
No, he never answered that. But,
Should we try again?
Well, are any of his...
I've got 9 minutes, by the way.
Are any of did he meet any of the people that were part of that, returning the vow ceremony, the 50 monks from Gaden? Did he ever see them in exile, or did he never meet any of those again? The 50 volunteers, yeah. Did he ever meet any of those again?
감대 중인데 감대 제가 그냥 쉐다서 고라 체크해서 저를 디 지중요. 먼저 감대래 쉐다성데 감대니 동배 쉐다 지공 드네 가시 감대 찍라 쉐다 찍스 코통 근도 감대 수준에 최지중다 감대 지중 근데 저가 감대 가시는 언제는 맞지고 체험을 와 문도 쉐다 지고 거는 미직진 따뜻히 감대 제가 같은 데나 딱 말하면 도와도 맞으면 제 정도도 가와니 숨도 드네토 로공 되어야 되네 대 샤드다 저는 이제 냠도 돕네 경험 주로 와 아니 민니 가사는 민니 주장을 장으로 와 되네지.
So actually I didn't meet any one of them because at that time I was only one volunteer from my council, and totally we were 50 at that time, from 25 each from different monasteries.
So he never met?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that, did he say anything else about it, or not really?
No, he didn't meet anyone.
Okay. And I'm going to just try that question one more time. How does he feel about the Chinese now?
Tanda pala kerangi kemi korya samzuto chkariyeves.
딱 재밌구나. 되게 재밌나도 단 대체도 문들 다 가제 냥고 중요한 말로 그렇게도 주 용맹이다. 다 재밌고 그 Jamin to Jay, Yimatata, the Milling Krang, the Hakwari. That means say, call that to Jay Yimatata, the Milling Jago Kanga Hakwari. Chasm time means say that the red and the mother that shares me.
I actually never had the experience of Chinese torture, but everybody, the whole world knows that Chinese are bad, so I don't have any other special feelings other than that.
And what advice would you give to the next generation of Tibetans?
Just the part of Gita, on the Mombe Mirapsula, Mirapsala, Labjat, which carried a Labjakaris.
That Mundu, Mundunan, Susu Puri, mentioned that Puri, Mundulan, Mundu, watching came maybe in the Shen Yingamaro. That's Susu Puri, any Nima Pele, Jimmy, to Jachevel, you don't, the nether, Chevian and Tundu Majevicha was that Pool Labjam, so Shin, that chess came in the world. Jamita to Jaim with the Toman walk out and the Chule and Pull Nagudat. Quandeka Mango Toshitan, Tenicher, Tenisonda Jamita. That is the Jamisana Ta, Kondo Gojit to watching into the Macho, Gojit to the Remisho. Chitang Jamintam to share Kaya Marvel. Nakoranton time, Chiganando watching in it. You work at a condor. Martian got changing the canal to put in Yango or dinner. Takono Marshal was on Wajit to Jatin the one time. Tanda per Ranzeta, Aniche, Ranzen, Ranjotin, the Keshana, Tanda Kellingo Marva. That watching it to the road. Tanakora Chidan, Tanakora Chidan, my mom would do. Jimmy took Jarrison to share Kagama. Robert Carson and Tanan Coranton Nale Mountain Dogs and Ben Rewat Mima won't think to Rewacham with Javior, Javido, Tinan to the Sanjun and any Congreta, Jamie Congreta and Shovalia, and Dana Mountain. The way you went to the until I'm watching it, Sanjun and shed with one. Jason, until that watching to the room. Waji, Michel Jamicana, Mudu Tasamoka Kagiyama, Tareama, right? Kundu Koran Guanaman Cheve Kalchis and teacher lecture one. That watching
foods will lecture.
That object to the
Mom of miracles to the lecture to
La.
Mom of miracles to the lecture.
That puts an object and Samotana, only Chidang, Jamison, the Jami Mundula word. Jami Chidang, Jamin to Jaris on the Laquay Yomaris. That watching him, Marshal Pemberton, Tini, Condobe. Should be chilling chet and then Javaram with the Semishuara on the Jimmy. Janta to some Javaram with the Semishung Tidichuko Jandrim is in the Jimipum, Jandrim is called Yaman, Senin Yamat, Yamat. And to some there, Per Ranjon Jungi Pembuji and Pevemi Jet one. Vemi, Chamba Pinto Sanji. I'm queer and the queer Lugiru, and young queer chiggy, Choma George and Peval Mongo, shedding the Mijig Note, the Marshal Dog, Pevajation. To some, the watching the Colando Corner, Peranjo, Pembucherisha, can the Pevemit. Chamba Pinto Sanji, with Sanjin on the shade.
So actually, we are not saying that the Chinese, all the Chinese are bad. It was actually the leaders of the Communist Party that really actually tortured the Tibetans. And for my children, I used to explain what had happened to Tibet, and because of that, I used to tell them never forget what has happened in Tibet. So for other children, they won't listen to us. We are not leaders. So each and every family member should advise their children about Tibet, what had happened in Tibet, and tell them not to forget what happened in Tibet.
Is that it?
And he was talking about Chamba. One of the Chinese officials nowadays, recently he heard a news that in China that he's a Tibetan actually, but working under Chinese, and they were also saying different things to the Tibetans. So it was actually the leader, not the
ordinary
Chinese
people.
Yeah. So even in Chinese there are people, looking forward to, have their country democratic
freedom in China. Yeah, we hope so too. Tell Losama that hopefully this will help to educate younger Tibetans about what really happened in Tibet. So tell him that this will be helpful for that end.